I'm eating. Hey, Dragon King.
お兄ちゃん。
So, what have you guys been doing while I've been doing nothing? I was eating. I didn't even finish. I still have a burrito left over. And some fries. And watermelon, but I brought the watermelon upstairs.
I just saw a tweet from a JP fan artist that purchased the first volume of the Fae Engage manga. They confirm that Sunny is in the manga and has a short story dedicated to it, Nimchia.
How's the meal? So as many of you guys know, I eat once a day. So when you try and fit 3 meals into one, it's really difficult. All right. You're out of money? What? This is sacrilege. You cannot leave a burrito unfinished, especially in my presence. Yeah, I would like to finish it. After this stream, I will go back and finish that burrito. Had a good 3-day weekend after horrendous week. I'm glad. I really need this weekend. I'm pretty burnt out. It's for a car? You crashed your car? That's bad. I guess the meme about being Asian, being a woman, an Asian woman driver, that's the worst combination. I'm sorry.
3 3-course meals into one. So a single 9-course meal? Nimsai.
No, it's not even that. I didn't even get to finish everything, so that didn't even happen. Oh, she's buying a car. I thought she crashed her car. I'll never pass my driving exam, dude. I just went through that, so I know how you feel. Are you good? No! Why are we the same? Oh, shit. Okay, well, that's gonna be interesting. Oh, thank you for the people on YouTube already dropping some likes. Thank you for the 7 likes already. But considering I wasn't even here and I've done nothing, are you trying to send a message that you prefer me not to be here for my own streams? Thank you for the likes, I appreciate it. Got my G 2 years ago? Dude, during the middle of COVID, or pandemic time, I had no interest in getting it during pandemic time. Now I do, because I want to move out. How are you all doing? How is everybody? How are my favorite group of people? You, the people. Exam is easy? It should be easy. It's not designed to be hard. Once again, thank you guys earlier for supporting me during the sponsorship. As always, I'm full disclosure with you guys. So if you like to know how much money we've made, we made a lot of money, chat, from that last sponsorship stream we did earlier. We made a grand total of $22. Its maximum is $33, but I'm just glad it was over $20. Streaming for an hour for $20 is not a lot of money, man. But it is from Twitch. If you guys don't know, prior to July, my last sponsorship from Twitch was in February, and I didn't get to do it. So they just didn't sponsor me for 5 months afterwards. So yeah, even though they're not paying a lot, it's kind of important to just get it done. Remember, I only do it for 1 hour. Unlike your job, you can keep working it, so. Is that good? No, it's the lowest amount I made, but it's 66% of the target payout, which is pretty good. I still appreciate it, because I was worried that we wouldn't even hit 50%. 7 minutes remaining. Who do you guys think it is? We actually checked it up already. Claude, and that bald guy from the Wind Tribe. Fugma. Fuga. Why am I saying Fugma? Master Fugma. So I just said Fugma. For those wondering about the
Here's to 5 years of you asking for my money, and here's some more money. BC, you stink and need my money to get the deodorant and
Rainku,
shampoo.
thank you so much for 5 years, 60 months. I do not stink. Vampires do not decay further, so we do not stink. But yeah, that's the... Isn't this a really nice Claude pick? Like, what the heck? I do not stink. You stink for thinking I stink. I don't care if you're a vampire now, you'll always be stinky. I will poop on your face, and then you can tell me who stinks. Ma 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 ma. Oop, reverb. How'd I swear they made things much more complicated for no reason. Yeah, they did. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick washroom break while we can still afford it. Because I know I'll pee my pants once I see Claude and how perfect he is. Alright. Oh, I changed my wire. Everything looks to be working way better now. Yeah. Hey, Lightning. I love you, Lightning. Thank you so much for all the support. Dude. You the best. Now, that said, we need to mod some new people, man. Jeez. Of course, burritos equals toilet right away. No, I'm going to pee. Come on. I'm gonna pee all over you to prove it. Okay, be right back before I get any more trouble. We'll run a quick ad, so during the trailer, we don't have to run an ad. If you guys have any guesses as to who the heroes will be, let me know. We already think it's gonna be Claude. We already think it's Claude and Fuga and that invisible guy and I don't know. Do not be fooled by having to be Wind to be here. Remember, last year, Lyn, which is, you know, from a Wind tribe, or essentially from a Wind tribe, and Wind associated became part of the Flame tribe, so who really knows? Saizo, bruh. Yes, Cloud from Final Fantasy VII, the best. Maybe before the announcement of Vengeful Fighter as a seal tomorrow. Damn it, I'll talk to you in a moment about that. I don't want to waste any more time. Lyn for the win, Lyn for the win. I love Lyn. Lyn's the best. All right, be right back. Guesses, put your guesses down here, and I will be right back, and we're going to begin. If we had mods, we'll run a prediction. You know what? I'll run one. All right, be right back. Oh, right. Oh my god, here we go. We have 1 minute. Prepare your anuses. Because I'm coming. No, because Claude's coming. It was really funny because earlier we checked out Claude and we couldn't really tell it was Claude until he was upside down. Dun 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 dun. And they don't stop coming. I love that song. Come on, last minute. I have some milk tea with me. I didn't finish dinner, but I brought the milk tea up in the watermelon, so I gotta eat that later. It's 11. What? No. No, it can't be. No, it can't be. It's not Claude. It's Cloud from Final Fantasy VII. It's the Advent Children version. I don't have a notification. Does anyone have a notification? Does anyone have a notification? I would love for Cloud to be in this game. Steve Harwell, the singer of All Star. Wait, is he dead? I love All Star. Why is he dead? He passed away today? Why? Why did he die? Liver failure. Damn it. Too much partying, too many drugs. You know, this is why it sucks to be human. You die all the time. Remember, chat. Remember, chat. Don't die. Dying sucks. Never do it. But that sucks. I listened to All-Star a lot growing up. Was it? I mean, I got to sit down that road of music because of like Digimon, the movie. Did anyone ever watch Digimon, the movie? They put in a couple of American songs into it in the dub. I loved all of it. But you're half dead. Yeah, but I don't drink. My liver doesn't function. Nothing functions. Yeah, Digimon the movie, the first one, the best. What? No, I didn't die. I became a vampire. That's not the same thing as dying. Remember, dying is just a choice that mortals have to make. Well, this is totally the wrong screen. All right. That sucks to hear the bad news. We'll have a moment of silence. And the moment has passed. Okay. I'm gonna listen to All-Star after this. All right, chat. Let's do it. Let me take a sip of water before we start. I guess we're not streaming on TikTok tonight. But I still should wait for the down to end. Oh, well, let's just go. For those who don't know, I moved setups to a different location for my PC. So things are kind of goofy right now. All right, whatever, it doesn't matter. Let's begin. This is usually with the part of the stream where I say name change soon, but I already had a name change. Now it's name change on YouTube soon. Yeah, do not spoil me. Here we go. Let's do this. Wind tribe time. One with the wind. That sounds so good. Where's this music from? Oh, it's Fates, isn't it? It's Fates. Oh, it actually is. Golden Breeze. Golden Deer?
I feel a bit strange wearing this outfit. In other words, pretty much normal.
Oh my god. Look at his chest. The little exposure. Claude is Green Dagger Flying. Nishiki Aruku is the artist, and Joe Zaya. Oh god, I'm not a father. Is the VA still? From Farm 3 Houses. His Wind Affinity attacks me Prime. What? Deep Star? Deep Star. Oh my god. They actually improved. Oh, I can't believe it. Okay. There's only a few things to take out from that. We'll get to that in a moment. Okay. I didn't read all of it, but I read enough to know this is just improvement.
This'll blow you away.
Look at him just tank it. Just straight up tank it. That damage reduction is nuts. What? No. This is not what I was expecting. Did you think we would get one of our goddesses, our giant goddesses, to become a wind tribe girl? What? This is perfectly fitting though. Bluster Princess. She looks great. The abs.
Finally, some fun. I've been waiting for something like this.
Oh my god, she looks amazing. Dagger. Cav sword. What? That's not what I was expecting. Alex Casares is the VA, and Argon as artist. Fantastic job. Man, look at her face. Oh my god, she looks perfect. No, I'm serious. She literally just looks perfect. Everything about her looks perfect. She looks like she's meant for this. Right? Like Rinka also looked like she was meant for it too, but yeah, perfect. Perfect abs. Twin Sky Wing. Attack speed clash 4, alarm attack speed. And then Fujin Uchira?
Storm's rolling in.
79 damage. What? No, what? If you ask me, did you think you'll get another catcher? Oh, is this Taya? It's catcher or Taya. Did you think you'll get another catcher? I would have said no. Windswept Night.
A people that lives as one with the wind.
It is Katria.
That feels right to me.
Connor Kelly's still the VA. Sachi's the artist. Blue. Wait, why? What? Blue Archer.
Just going on these two. This
Fly
banner is
Archer.
going after your orbs for real lol.
It keeps going with the characters I really like. But chat, I didn't think this would happen. We already have, don't we already have? No, that's Sheena. Oh, I just realized that's Sheena. Chat, all the short-haired, blue-haired Pegasus Knight girls, they all look the same in my mind. Taya, Sheena, Katria. Try and tell me they're different girls. You can't. Okay, never mind. I was like, wait, what? Didn't we already get Katria as a red archer? No, that was Sheena. Okay, moving on. Attack speed catch 3, SD, far trace. This is the emote, yeah. Or Shanna, sorry. Did I say Sheena? My bad. Oh! Kagro. Kagro always goes after the world record in Fire Emblem Heroes. Fire Emblem Heroes world record for biggest booba. Every time, all the time, never changes. Man, they're huge. Yeah, okay. Also, wait, those abs don't look as good as they used to look. Those booba.
These outfits are bold.
All the more reason to show off.
Wow.
I'm here for you.
This is not what I was expecting, but this is amazing. God damn, it's the new Kanto, chat. It's the new Kanto. I hate the new Kanto. The new Kantos are all ridiculous. AKA, if you get to fully use this Kanto, you'll never catch her. Alright, Lethality Remote Sparrow is also a really good combo. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Was it time? Was it really time? It's time. Disarm Trap 4. We back, baby. Wow, I already thought Disarm Trap was really good, but I guess we gotta go back. Keep milking those Ether Raid players. Wow.
44 months pulling for
Ruby
my boy
Sakurai,
Claude
welcome
Fades
back.
Monk.
Thank you so much and good luck. Chat, that's one of the worst teams I've ever seen. Do you see this team? I know it's a theme team, but that's terrible. All right, dual skill, special cooldown count -1. That helps with instant lethality. Unit can move 1 extra space. God damn it. Fug. I already hate her. Oh my god. I don't know who was there, but I had a battle against Thief dual Nina. It was the worst. I could never catch her, but I already thought that was bad. This is even worse. 1 extra movement space as well. And neutralize foes' bonuses during combat. Wait, why should you have lol everything? That's so dumb. It's a dual hero, so it'll only be for her.
Like 2 peas in a pot.
By the way, 43 HP, 59 attack is what I presume, 45 speed, 20 defense, 23 res, but 65 after buff for attack.
We'll make a path.
I really don't like that. Oh, she also has disarm trap, so the entire point of this is go in, attack, retreat, free. Disarmed.
I'm here for you. Ha. Faster than the wind.
For a moment, I thought she did 8 damage. I paused at incorrect time. It's 82. 82! Frig. Okay, well that's big damage. Alright, chat. It is in fact win heroes. Our free hero is... Oh, it's Fuga. Is that his name? It's Fug. So the actual Wind Tribe rep is not a part of the banner. Anyways, banner comes out on the 7th and goes until October 6th. Captures Demon Hero. Forgot about it. Did you just try and make a... Wow. See yourself out, ma'am. That was terrible. Does Fuga have a perf? I guess we'll have to see. All right, chat. What do you think of our new Wind Tribe heroes? Last year it was Fire Tribe. This year it is Wind Tribe. I gotta say, this is not the group of heroes I thought. I did think we would get Claude because he's Wind affiliated. I did think we would get Fuga because that's literally a Wind Tribe member, right? But the remaining heroes was wow, that was not what I was expecting. Kagura is just free money, I guess. And Katria, what? I would have never guessed Katria. As well as you give us Dagger. Oh, I love that as well. She looks so good. The art, chat, rate the art out of 10. Has to be S tier, hasn't it? Doesn't it? S tier art, easy. But yeah, I like all the art. I didn't think this was gonna be the pick. I thought it was gonna be 3 males, 1 female, is what it felt like to me. But it's still predominantly female banner. All female except for 1 male, and then 1 male off the banner. Art though, art is sweet. I love these like tribe outfits. They're super unique. And yeah, I never thought we would get a Katria. What? Katria's that hero that keeps sneaking into the game, huh? It feels like every single year we get a Katria. It really does feel like every single year we get a Katria. But she looks amazing. Great fodder. Hey, we'll start with Katria. What? Attack speed catch 3, SD far trace 3. That's already really good fodder, isn't this? Easy SD far trace. SD far trace is one of the better traces. Speed and defense down. In other words, more damage output and more likely to double. Nice. Attack speed catch 3, demoting. That's also really nice for a lot of people, but it's not super important nowadays. There are better A slots available for flyers, especially Harsh Command Plus is just really good, high cost, high value fodder. And then White Wind Bow. Effects against flying foes at start of turn if unit's HP is 25%. What? 25% or above grants null follow-up? What? And null panic to unit for 1 turn. At start of combat, if unit's HP is 25% or above, attack speed plus X. What? Is this the best bow in the game? That is obviously not a rearm bow. What? Or a perf. What? Attack speed plus X unit during combat. X equals number of bonus effects active on unit and penalty effects active on foe, excluding stat bonuses and stat penalties. X2 plus 5. Plus 5? X2. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of extra attack and speed. That's amazing demote bow. Chat, you can run her with because you can enable novel follow-up on yourself. You can give wind sweep to a bunch of characters and come out with a really good situation. That's a really damn good bow. And then of course, you don't have to put null follow-up on a flyer anymore. And then you can put this on infantry because it's a bow. But you don't have to put null follow-up on a flyer anymore because you can't. And null panic is nice to have. So that's a really, really good free-to-play hero immediately. Wow. Why so surprised? I'm sorry, what?
This outright gives Arcane Bows a run for their money since it offers full null follow-up instead of offensive, and @/SPD stacking goes crazy.
I'm not sure if we're on the same books here, but the staff we got, the tomes we got, this is on another level. I'm not sure how anyone's going to see that as the same level. This is not. This is way better. 2 status effects that flyers struggle to get. Null follow-up, null panic. Extra, even more attack and speed than expected. It's attack speed plus X minimum 5, and it can stack further upon that. That is way more than what you should be expecting. I'm surprised you think this is to be expected. This is way more than like, this is immediately competing against rear arm bows, which is insane. But yeah, this is not to the level. It is higher than those levels of other free-to-play weapons I've demoted. All right, we're going out of order today, but I want to start with these two because I'm most interested in them. Kagero. Kagero is, why is she a ninja again? How does she run with assets like that? Thick thighs, thick, vulva, and, yeah. But, I like how Kagero's drawn, but I don't know. I like Kagero's art, but I'm not sure about the... Yeah. Alright, let's read this. Bright Wind Fans. Hold on, you know what? Let's go back for a moment. Chat. Be honest with yourselves. Be honest with yourselves. Here's Orochi. I prefer the Orochi we already have. Like, the abs are more defined on the free-to-play version. Right? Like, those abs look way better. She looks way more defined in this one. I don't know. I like the new Kagero art, but the new Orochi art I feel like is a downgrade. The last one looked like she had better abs. It's not like I don't like her. I still like her. It's just I like the last art better. Yeah, the abs decrease for some reason. That's weird. All right, let's go over this. Lethality, you guys know what it does. Remote spare, you guys know what it does. Let's get to the ridiculous weapon. Canto distance maximum 3. Ah, goddamn, I hate those weapons. After an attack, assist skill, or structure discretion, unit can move spaces equals number of spaces from start position to end position. Unit move prior to taking action, maximum of 3. You guys know why that's so dumb, right? She moves 4 spaces, adds 1. That means a threat range of 5. And then afterwards, she gets to move back 3 spaces. And because she's already ranged, that's 1 extra space that you have to cover before you attack her if you're physical. So, what this means is, you can't catch her. Realistically, if it's just one hero on one hero, you should not be able to catch her if she gets to use Canto Distance Maximum 3. I really hate these skills because it just makes the game impossible to deal with. If you fight these heroes and you cannot kill them, they just get to hit you and just run away, and it's free. It's just free. And with the 1 extra movement, you can't even, like, stuff her out ahead of time. She just gets to outrange you regardless. Alright, anyways. Also, is slaying at start combat if unit's HP is 25% above, all stats plus 5, grants attack speed plus X. Shoot. Yeah, attack speed plus X. Lizithia kind of introduced it all. 20% unit speed at start combat, and neutralizes effects that inflict special cooldown charge minus X on unit during combat, and also if unit shoots combat, reduces damage from foes' first attack by 50% during combat. Chat? Does this not remind you of a certain hero that we got way back when? One of our first harmonic heroes ever? Harmonic Mia? It's the same idea, slaying, attack speed plus 5, damage reduction. But instead of 75% damage reduction, it's 50%. But you get a lot more here, because you get special cooldown charge minus X. You get to convert more stats based on your unit speed. And then you got count distance maximum of 3. Like, man, oh boy. It feels like we just got a way improved Mia from way back when. Alright, let's keep going. I only know Summer Mass Marth. Right. Summer Mass Marth. Alright, you guys know what CFU 3 does, but Disarm Trap 4. Speed defense minus 4 on foe during combat. That's nice. Disarm Trap now having stats, afflictions is really nice because it makes you don't really give up. It's not an MTB slot anymore. Disarm Trap 3 was an MTB slot. I use Disarm Traps, chat, on my... No, I think I only have one hero with Disarm Trap, now that I think about it. So, look, let's have a quick comparison. Disarm Trap 3, it's just disarming some traps and that's it. That's literally all it is. Bolt Trap or Heavy Trap, that's it. Very boring, but you ran it on a lot of heroes because it makes your Ether Raid's life a lot easier. Now it's speed defense minus 4. If unit shoots combat, neutralize effects that prevent units' fall attacks. Okay, it got stats, it got partial null fault, and while attacking Ether Raids, if unit ends movement on a space with a bolt trap or heavy trap, cancel trap effects. If unit ends movement on a space with a hex trap. Wow, I didn't think they would do that. I don't like that. The entire point of hex trap is that you can't disarm trap it, but you can now. Reducing the trap's trigger condition by 10 HP is huge. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. Are not hex traps maximum 60? If it's 60 HP, then it works. But that's not a lot, because a lot of heroes are higher than that. Which means if you drop it by 10 at 50, and with in Ether Raids when you got that support adding more HP, Mythic heroes adding more HP, you're gonna easily just ignore Disarm Trap. At 65? Okay, never mind. But still, at 55, that's easy to dodge, I think. Thornier, you don't actually play this game. Stop lying to me. Okay, that's huge. That's one of the biggest glow-ups I've seen for a B slot. Because it went from just having applications in one mode to just having applications in general, and its biggest weakness has been remedied to a certain degree. So I think that's huge. Disarm Trap is big. Thornier, when are we gonna play something? Now that you like quit Smash, bud. Oh, can we get a shout out for Thornier? Alright, chat. Let's go to the hero I want to talk about the most. God, it's Claude. Rate Claude's R out of 10, chat. Out of 10.
Yo, a case-specific phantom HP effect lol. Also, did you read the part after the 50% DR?
Yes? Did I not? Wait, I thought I read everything. I thought it was just cancel max afterwards. 9 out of 10, 11 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 5 out of 10. Horny out of 10. Keyblade, are you gonna max him out? I know you're a Claude lover. Not a big fan of his hair. Yeah, the hair gets to me a bit because his rat tail's not as defined. It's like in the front. It feels a bit weird, and its hair is more straight than usually. It usually feels like it's more scraggly. All right, anyways, lethality, you guys know what it does. Attack speed prime 4. If bonus is active on unit, grants attack speed plus X to unit during combat. X equals number of bonuses effects active on unit, excluding stat bonuses times 2 plus 3, maximum 9. That's an easy 9 then. And also, if number of bonuses effects active on unit, excluding stat bonuses, is greater or equal to 4, unit can counterattack regardless of foe's range during combat. Wow. Immediately in my mind, very few heroes will use that A slot well. Oh shoot, if they make like an attack defense prime, put on Asker. A dual Asker. But yeah, very few heroes will use this skill well. It basically takes a tank range unit. Now, of course, Claude, with damage reduction in his B slot, will be a tank range unit. So he can use this well. But that's a very, unique skill that not a lot of heroes will fully utilize. It's still easy attack speed +9 though, so don't get it twisted. But yeah, it's hard to like maximize his effects. But immediately I think Asker would use like an attack defense variant of this well, and of course Claude using the attack speed variant. It's a new, yeah, it's like a new close counter essentially. But you need bonuses, so you have to have something that generates bonuses easily. So immediately Asker's on my mind. A dual Asker. All right, playful pinwheel. Imagine a pinwheel that's like a legendary weapon, a pref weapon that destroys people.
Yes. I hope it is inheritable to mage infantry. I want to give it to legendary Guinevere, and also to Ascended Celica for good measure.
Ascended Celica, you weirdo? Well, Ascended Celica does have Miracle, but it's still weird. Alright. Slaying ability, at start of turn, if unit's HP is 25% above, no fall, no panic. Oh my god. Okay, that's where Catra get her stuff from. That's huge. Again, chat, those are two of the best stats effects in the entire game. No follow-up is possibly the best stats effect you can put on a hero. Outside the super unique stats effects. I'm talking about like general stats effects. Followed by Null Panic. Null Panic's not that important, but Null Panic never feels like it's important until you need it, right? And you're like, oh, you know, nobody's panicking on this map, don't care. And then suddenly somebody panics on the map and all your stats, you can't buff anymore. It's like, oh god, this is so annoying. But yeah, Null Panic is actually really good. I'm biased. I use Brave Marth all the time. Anyways, at start combat, unit's HP is 25% or above, all stats +5 the unit, grants bonus to unit's attack speed during combat, equals number of bonus effects active on unit and penalty effects active on foe, same as Catria, ×2, and also unit attack can trigger unit special, grants special equivalent charge -X to unit before X. What? Before unit's first attack? Why? And special equivalent count -Y to unit before unit's first attack. What am I reading? First follow-up attack during combat. X equals number of bonus effects active on unit. Wait, it's multiple reductions? Is he spamming lethality? X equals number of bonus effects active on unit, excluding stat bonuses, equals unit's special equivalent count value at start combat. Y equals the number of bonuses effects active on unit. What? Minus unit special equivalent count. What? What? He's just spamming lethalities. Am I getting this wrong? The heck? The heck? What am I reading here? Is there a chance he's gonna hit you with 2 lethalities in one battle? What's supposed to take on 2 lethalities in one battle? Because X is unit's first attack, Y is unit's second attack, his follow-up attack. So he's just spamming lethalities. How's that fair? Lethality might be the most damaging inheritable special we have in the entire game, and he can just spam it? Oh, yeah, okay. To be fair, Corrin will give him trouble. That's fair. Alright, Deep Star, Canto 1. If unit shoots combat or is within 2 space of an ally, speed defense -5 on foe, and reduces damage from foe's first attack by X% during combat. If unit shoots combat, X equals 80. Okay, that's just 100% better. Alright, chat. Does anyone remember what this is based off of? Fallen Star is good, but this is nowhere near. So the issue we had with Fallen Star is that he doesn't have Canto, right? So Fallen Star is just damage reduction plus gravity, which is still good, but you know, it's not the craziest thing. But now you give it speed defense -5, Canto, 80% damage reduction, and then additionally X equals 30%. X equals 30 stacks with other damage reduction effects. Wait, what does it mean by stacking? It adds it on? Like that from Deep Star, first attack normally means only the first strike. For effects that grant unit attacks twice, it means the first and second strike. Is this saying it stacks? Why is it saying it stacks? That's different. Okay. If unit initiates combat and grants Deep Star to unit, inflicts gravity on target and foes within 1 space of target after combat. That's just the better Fallen Star by far. And an 04 attack speed +6 next to ally, teleport next to an ally, and becomes attack speed +9. Deep Star is amazing. That looks so dumb. It's just like a little pinwheel, and he just spams lethalities with it. Ugh. Let's watch it one more time. He gets hit. Oh my god. He gets hit, and then he just uses it because of his special effect. He's spamming lethalities.
Velp, this confirms Claude's remix for Fallen Star is gonna get Canto in it.
Oh, shoot, yeah. Yeah, Claude remix. Legendary Claude. Ooh, I don't want to look forward to that. All right, dagger, sword, cav, and this will probably be pretty quick, right? She looks... Chat, who has the best art in this one? And why is it dagger? Okay, I'm just biased. I like daggers the most. Attack speed clash 4, alarm attack speed. Those are really good A and C slots. Twin sky wing. At start of turn, grants Pathfinder to unit support partner for 1 turn. Unit support partner gets Pathfinder now. If more than 1 support partner is present, effect is not granted. Okay. At start of combat, units HP is 25% above. Inflicts speed defense -5 on foe, and neutralizes effects that guarantee foes follow-up attacks, and effects that prevent units follow-up attacks during combat. So essentially, they just took a bunch of beast skills existing in the game and improved on them, is what it looks like to me. All right. So Sun Twin Wing is speed defense -5 and null follow-up, and now it's Pathfinder speed defense -5 and null follow-up. So just added Pathfinder to support.
Stacks just to clarify that the damage reduction in the passive effect of the Deep Star Beast skill and the damage reduction in the Deep Star status effects are separate, and that therefore they stack like other DR effects.
Okay. Also, Fujin Uchiwa, special slaying. At start of combat, units HP is 25% above. All stats plus X unit. X equals 5 plus the greater. Units' current bonuses or foes' current bonuses on each stat. Calculate each stat bonus independently. Inflicts penalty on foes' attack, speed, defense, res. Equals current bonus on each of foes' stats. Okay. And then calculate each stat penalty independently. Reduces damage from foes' first attack by 40% as if she needs that. And grants special equivalent charge plus 1 unit per attack during combat. What is with these new heroes, chat? They just have everything. Slaying, all stats plus X, and X is at minimum 5 plus current, greater of unit's current bonus or foe's current bonus. Also inflicts penalty on foe's stats equals current bonus on foe's stats. 40% damage reduction, special equivalent charge plus 1. Why? Why do they get everything? Obviously, she has an awful from B slot. Adds Pathfinder, so she moves even easier. So while she does not move 4 spaces, she can create situations where she's moving more than 4 spaces. Ah, these new heroes are so dumb. Anyways, we start with Catria, so that's that. Chat, if you were to rate this banner out of 5, what would it be? Let me make a poll about this. Alright, also let me know, will you be summoning on this banner? I won't, because I'm saving up to plus 10 Veronica come December, so that'll be a while. But aside from that, this banner is so tempting. I love Claude. Claude is my favorite male lord from Fire Emblem 3 Houses, and everyone knows I am a Claude main. And in in 3 Hopes, we're playing on Golden Deer, so he is one of my more preferred lords in that game. I also really like Dagger. She's one of my favorite OCs in this game in Fire Emblem Heroes, so that's a good pickup, and she's really strong. The dual hero is ridiculous with Kagero and Orochi. That's a really good Ether Raids and Summer Duels hero.
Dang, I just realized that duplicating Claude's A skill is hard, since it's a tier 4 of a new family, instead of a direct upgrade for close counter Nimsat anyways. It's called Prime 4.
Oh my god, you trolls.
Before Metroid Nimsmunk.
You rated the banner, it tied between 4 stars and 1 star. You guys are worse trolls. Alright, anyways, and then Catra's there as a free-to-play hero, and I love Catra, and she's really good. So, if I rate it out of 10, out of 5, 4.5? I think it's 9 out of 10. I think it's 9 out of 10. It's a really strong banner. This new effects are really good. Hero selection is really good. Just a good banner. But yeah, you guys can let me know what you think. That's banner. Alright, reader after DR part. Did I really miss something? Reduce first attack by 50% during combat, and units next attack deals damage equals total damage reduced. Did I really not read that part? I thought I did, but then maybe I thought I read it and I didn't read it. But yeah, that's just a complete improvement on Mia, as I was saying. So instead of 75% damage reduction, it's 50%. And now you gotta make better utilization of everything there. Like, yeah, but also, all they did was just make a better Mia. Right? Mia's colorless, Kagura's colorless. Mia has slaying, Kagura has slaying. Mia has attack speed plus 5. Kagura has all stats plus at minimum 5. And then special cooldown charge minus X on unit during combat. So for faster specials, 50% damage reduction, and then of course damage reflection, and then cancel distant maximum of 3. All they did was just make Mia, but way better, is what it looks like to me. The duel should have been Saizo and Kaze. Yes, if they want to make no money Keyblade Master, they should have done that. Guys, at this point, okay, I'm not gonna say how many of you guys are girls here, because we both know, sorry, we all know there are no girls here. No girls play this game. The reality is, like, if you do male duels, they usually don't do very well. Whereas we put 2 hot girls in, like, come on, man. You know how many simps are in this game. All right, let me see. Let me catch up on all the stuff I missed real quick, and we'll go from there. Duplication's hard, agree. They say it stacks, but to clarify, damage reduction and passive effects and Deep Star B skill and damage reduction on Deep Star statistics are separate. So yeah, even more damage reduction than 80%. This confirms Claude's remix for Fallen Star is going to get Kanto in the... Yeah, Kanto not existing at the time versus Kanto existing now is so big. A hero that can have Kanto is much more valuable because you can disengage. Having Kanto of Gravity is one of the dumbest combinations because you can attack, drop Kanto, retreat, and then they can't chase you. It's so good. Phantom HP effect. Let's see. Outright gives arcane bows a run for their money. Yeah, I like the free-to-play bow. It's so good. Haven't you guys like seen? There are little gacha games out there that are only for guys, right? Nikkei is essentially just for guys. Azure Lane's essentially just for guys. Like, there are gacha games out there with no girls existing in there. I think it's a fun banner, but I prefer the Flame Tribe banner to this one. Flame Tribe introduces godlike reflexes, Flame Tana, and could give your entire team Kanto. That was more meta-defining than I feel this banner will be. I don't think it has to be meta-defining. I think this banner is just gonna be go hard, hit hard. Welcome back, Rinku, for 5 months. 5 months, 5 years. All right. All right, I'm trying to do this real quick, chat. Just so you guys know, for you guys, I didn't finish dinner. I cooked migoren. I heated up a burrito and like 1 quesadilla slice that I bought from Taco Bell. And there were some fries and I had some leftover macaroni and some watermelon. And I ate the migoren. I ate the leftover macaroni. I ate like the 1 slice of quesadilla, however you say it, and some fries. There's still a burrito and fries left over. And that might sound like a lot, but you gotta remember, I only eat once a day, and I hadn't eaten until then. You blaming us? No, just Sugma. All right. Okay, we'll talk with the guys now. Get the guys in here, have a talk. I'm so sick of meta-defining banners. Welcome to Fire Emblem Heroes, baby. By the way, if you guys are enjoying the stream, be sure to drop a like, subscribe, follow, all those nice things. Really appreciate the support. We really need it because we have no new viewers, no new traction on Faye. Because there are no new players in Faye. So yeah, support helps a lot. All right.
Mark. Well, hello there.
Hi, Legion. You're the best. I missed you.
Hey.
Hi, Dex. You're the worst. I did not miss you.
Oh.
Yes, I figured you were at some point going to say that. The daily routine.
No M? No Oct? Oct actually helped me out in Genshin Impact earlier the week. I was like, what? He was actually giving me advice. The heck? That was weird.
Impossible.
Impossible.
Sounds like the wrong Oct. It got hijacked and replaced.
Yep. Alright, I think that's everybody. I guess we'll start. Oh shoot, Ad's gonna run first, so I'm gonna let that run through first, and we'll just ask him like generic questions. Hey, were you expecting these to be the heroes?
After
yes
the
and
Japanese, the Japanese translation made it clear it was going to probably be Wind Tribe. At which point, Claude and Fuga were realistic.
Yes.
But
those two
I didn't
were
expect
very
the rest.
realistic. Yeah, I was not expecting any of the rest, really.
Because you got to remember, they don't have to follow anything. Because they have to have somebody affiliated with the Wind Tribe. So Fugo's the pick.
Yeah, exactly.
They had to
And
have
then
somebody
maybe
with Wind
somebody-
affinity. Yep.
Something close to like what their culture would be. Like Claude is almost, it's like a
Wait.
Elmira
Claude
is.
Claude has multiple things related to Wind as well.
Yeah, I would not associate him with any one thing. Isn't that the idea of him?
Well,
To like,
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
no,
yeah,
he
but I
also,
mean-
he also has a personal special skill called literally Wind God, and his whole shtick in Three Hopes is wind.
Claude is golden wind.
Yeah, he has Wind affinity.
Yeah.
So,
It- Like, there's just so much stuff stacked up that it.
Yeah.
oddly enough, his legendary is Earth, but that was kind
Yeah,
of a weird
that's
thing.
hurts.
you know what? Yeah. We thought that was weird when they released him as an Earth hero. But you remember last year when we got Lynn?
Yeah,
She's-
Lynn in the Flame banner was very. She
That
could have
was
been in
weird.
the Wind Tribe banner, and that would have
That
been.
one was a bit
She should have been here instead because that would have been more sense.
Yeah.
Wouldn't really have to
Absolutely.
change much.
Mhm.
Let's
Right.
be honest.
But the other two heroes was a giant surprise for me. Katria? What?
Atria.
You would have to be really pushing the boundaries of what wind is.
Yeah,
if
it's
you
like, oh,
include
she
her.
flies, now she's Wind. Yay.
Wow. Can
Pegasus,
put every other
therefore,
Pegasus.
Yeah, every
Yeah.
flyer is now Wind affinity.
So I didn't expect Katria at all. That was really weird for me. And
No.
then when you
No, I was baffled.
And then, in my eyes, I was even more confused. I was like, didn't we get a flying Katria that was with a bow? And then I realized it was Shanna.
Yeah, we
they
actually
do look pretty similar, at least.
and Florina,
Yeah.
but no Katria.
It's so
which is
funny.
weird.
The Pegasus flyers, blue haired, short haired, Taya, Katria, Shanna, they all just look the same.
They blend together a bit for plenty of people.
Yeah, when I first saw Katria, I was like, I don't think there's anybody that looks exactly like Katria, but is this Katria? Or is
Yeah,
this like
There are
Thea?
plenty
I
of people
questioned
who look
it.
close enough, yeah.
All right. But the last pick was the biggest one of all. Dagger came out of nowhere. I didn't see that coming at all. She
Dogger
looks
was
like
definitely, yeah,
she looks the part, but yeah, didn't
absolutely.
think that. Would never have
No.
guessed that.
No, I wouldn't have guessed that.
Orochi
And,
being the other ambassador of the culture made sense, and
Yeah, it kind
Kagero
of makes
being,
sense.
again, Kagero, I mean, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this actually is a duo that makes sense. That these two have been best friends since they were like little kids. So
Yeah,
Okay.
They nerfed
I did
Orochi.
forget about that.
They did
But,
nerf Orochi.
yeah.
I want to talk about that. Orochi's abs. What happened to the abs?
it looks like a smooth stomach, but it's not quite as chiseled as it once was.
I'm surprised because they could just reference the Orochi we have, and the Orochi in the original game. Why? What happened to your stomach? It's not defined as easily defined. Why?
I don't
Well,
know.
you
I
get
feel
Dogger at least.
this artist is a little less. I think this artist doesn't do a whole lot of.
Ekao is
They
just okay.
Okay,
did-
fair.
Well, no, I like Ekao, but they did Pelagian Dorothea, and that didn't have a lot of abs as well. Winter Manuela, stuff along those lines. So.
Okay. So how about we sum it up here? Art out of 10. What would you have given it for all the heroes?
As a
Oh,
that
as
is
a whole,
I barely even looked at it, so I need it.
You barely
What?
looked at what?
I was focused on the skills. And,
I want to say like an
What?
8.5 out of 10. I'm pretty happy with the art this time.
I
think
gave it
8.5
9.
is probably reasonable based on what I'm looking at now.
I gave it
It's
9.
mostly because
Yeah.
Katria's eyes are a bit far apart,
What?
and in the neutral art, they're kind of far apart.
Well, okay, so there are two pieces of art. Best looking art in my books, Dagger, I think, looked the best. I don't even understand. Like,
Yeah,
she fits it so well.
that art does go hard.
It
Yep.
does. Her. At first, I didn't like her attacking art, but the more I look at it, I'm like, it is kind of realistic. You can kind of get behind it.
Claude, IMO second. I liked his
Claude,
a lot,
absolutely
actually.
I really like his art. Yeah.
That is some really nice art.
His personality shines through. They give you just enough tease, and he looks the part immensely well. Also, the fact that his weapon is a stupid child's toy,
Pinwheel.
And with it, he gets to spam lethality. Excuse me?
It's the playful
Yeah, that's
Pineal, and
gonna be
yet he's trying to spam lethality of all things. That doesn't sound very playful.
Yep.
I do like that he has the whole Elmira thing going on though, while still being Wind Tribe, because he's got like that funny ball stuff around his waist.
That's true. He does take a little bit of
female
his,
harmonic
yeah, like his Brave Bolt. Is it his Brave Bolt or his Legendary?
And they were
like
all
this?
drowned by the
I
same
think
artist.
it's his.
Maybe they were directed
That's
to
actually a
tone
good
down
question.
the abs
I
so
wanna
that
say
they wouldn't
Brave,
compete with doggers.
But,
Yeah.
I don't think you should ever tone down your abs for like these tribe banners. That makes no sense. All right, so I'm gonna get to this part. I do docked half a point for both Katria and Orochi. Orochi's abs we'll get to, but Katria, if I didn't tell you this was Wind Tribe associated, could you identify this was Wind Tribe associated?
no. Well, actually, I could. The one thing I could
mean-
identify is it looks Hoshidan, but that's about it.
Yeah, I would say it's Oshiden. I mean, those huge sleeves, I believe, are only Wind Tribe. But
They're
I
like,
wouldn't be...
they're some of the
Well,
face,
it's all the,
diviners and Onmyoji.
She looks like a
divine-
Trimiko, is what I'm trying to get across.
Yeah.
She doesn't particularly look like the part. She looks like she's something else entirely.
Yeah, the Onmyoji, I believe, are mostly found in the Wind Tribe, which is why
Well,
I
a
would
lot
think
of them
that,
are, but there are plenty of non-Wind Tribe Onmyoji as well. So
it's just where, they're mostly associated. But regardless, yeah. I mean, if you were to just show me this design straight up, I wouldn't think that at all.
I would just say it's like
think Uyur's
Hoshidan
right.
Katria or something.
Yes, she has
Looks like
wind
a
wheels
few
on
years
her
old.
bow, and I saw that, but that's not enough to make that connection. Also, that
Yeah.
just looks stupid. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, also they really covered her up. Sure.
I mean, they covered everything but her thighs, which, well,
That's
even
what.
those
Well,
are
that's
kind of
Flyer's.
covered.
That's the Pegasus Flyer specialty.
But yeah.
let's be
Yeah.
honest.
That's true.
Okay, but then the last part, I thought okay, Kagura looks amazing.
Kagura looks great.
If you have a functional PP, I think everyone else would agree.
Even
Azur was
if
one of my
it's,
first Fates waifus, or my first Fire Emblem waifus. in
Generous.
general.
Yeah, but if you look at it, you guys can see my mouse, right? If you look at Orochi's face,
that
it
doesn't
just
look
looks
quite right.
slightly off.
It's a little stiff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you look at the abs, and it's just like,
Lack thereof.
what happened? Like, she's clearly toned, but there's a difference between toned and having abs, right? Like, there's muscle definition, muscle volume, right? Like, there's differences. But that's why I'm like kind of disappointed, because her base form already had really good abs.
Which I actually kind of forgot about until now.
Yeah,
But,
as
yeah, you're
did
right.
I. I hadn't really noticed, but yeah.
Well, anyways, big surprises for heroes. I do overall like the art, 9 out of 10. But yeah, let's get to the most important parts, the heroes themselves.
Of course. By the way, voting gauntlet ends in 14 minutes for everybody.
The most important
Yeah.
part is actually me.
No, it is never
Yeah.
you. The
It-
most
it
important
actually
part
is.
is whenever you are
You
not
ever
involved.
plan on being on time?
Maybe. We'll see. I'm a
I'm
busy
sure.
person. I know like half of y'all
Yeah,
can't.
you're so busy. You go to the store
I got
and you
stuff.
come home, and you go to the store and you come home.
Sorry, chat. I'm doing voting gauntlet first.
Couple
You
words.
guys better do your voting gauntlets if you
You
haven't
have
already.
Team Soren?
Yes? What's so surprising about that?
I don't know. I thought you would pick like Corn or something. Or Golvig.
Well, it was initially Tiki, but
It was Tiki, but Govig beat her.
so it goes. And it looks like Sora might actually win this.
Same locked.
I hope Soren wins this.
He better
Actually, it
win
looks
this.
like he will because the gap isn't big enough to where he would normally
Yeah,
lose.
Golvig Robin is same locked, so this is kind of awful.
Just so you know, Tiki had advantage yesterday and still lost. I was so pissed about that.
Oh yeah, well she was really far behind with advantage, I think, right?
You're really far behind with your existence. Go ahead.
Got him. Oh.
That's what your
Well,
teacher
you're
said. Sorry, go ahead.
The Canadian in you keeps coming out. You insult me and then you go, sorry, go ahead.
It's a bad habit. I don't want to apologize. I just can't stop apologizing. I don't want to.
You're Canadian. It's in your DNA, your blood. Your ancestors would be proud.
Yeah, his ancestors, yeah.
Yeah, my ancestors.
Well, I guess. That's a little inaccurate.
Yeah, that doesn't really make any sense now, does it?
I guess
Okay.
your founding fathers of Canada would be proud.
Founding fathers? What the shit are you talking about?
This is
They're
not
not
America.
they're not literally called the founding fathers, I know, but you're the people who founded Canada.
Who would that be?
I don't
don't
even
know.
know. I don't even know.
It beats me. There were some people, I know that, but I don't know who they were.
I think only America is enough on the douchebaggery chart to define founding fathers.
I'm sure like North Korea too, maybe.
Well, the
No,
founding
that's-
fathers of North Korea would be like
They don't have
Jong-un.
founding. That's the supreme
He's
leader.
not
No,
a
he's the founding fathers. What do you mean?
That's the supreme leader. That's different, dude. That's reverence.
He comes from
That-
a family of leaders, of supreme leaders.
Yeah, no, it was his father.
Snoke.
Yeah, Guif has the right idea, like native Canadians and then the people who established the cities.
No, don't bring up Native Canadians. We stole this land from them.
Well, that is true, but in that way, you're just like America, so.
Well, we did it first, so we're cooler? Question mark.
Yeah. Isn't America like a founding colony earlier than Canada?
I think so.
Actually, I'm not sure where did Leif Erikson
Oh.
settle anything? Oh, did
No,
I don't know
he just visited Newfoundland. He was just like, man, there's a bunch of natives here and they're shooting at us. Let's leave.
Yeah, that's what I
Wow.
thought.
Guess that's nicer
Some-
than what Columbus did to him.
Well, Leif
there might be a
Erikson was a
couple of
Viking.
small
He didn't have guns
Or
or smallpox.
Yeah.
Right, which a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, smallpox was quite a weapon in the U.S.
Give them blankets.
That's right.
Canada was an England colony. So was America. What do you guys think you were?
Except Canada had a lot more French influence than this country did.
Yeah, unlike you guys, we understood we had to pay taxes.
Oh.
Boo-hoo. I don't want to pay taxes on tea. America, am I right?
Well, why would
Can't-
you want any French influence? I'm just saying that they were on the
The
right
only,
track.
the only French influence you want is their food, and that's about it.
Yeah, like, and then
Oh shoot, it's
baguettes.
new. Oh,
I don't know what else they have.
I was so excited to use a new Allir until I realized this is the bullshit we got.
Support partner. Oh wait, that's just not even. Oh god.
That's just
Oh, it's not-
depression.
Tier 2
Oh, it's
skills.
not done yet.
All right, let me finish
I mean,
this and we'll go back
you
to it. Yeah.
You get Dragon Fist. Yay.
Well, you wouldn't get most of her
Alright.
effects anyways. It's fine.
No, you only
don't
miss
get the
out on-
special, so.
I mean, by not having a support partner, you miss out on her
You miss out on the
the
special. She
VR
doesn't have it.
stuff.
All right, there you go. Yeah. Okay. Hopefully Soren wins. Let's go back to this. All right, next segment. I think we'll start with the most ridiculous thing.
The most ridiculous.
Pray tell.
Why daggers? Not dagger.
Huh?
Why Kagura's boobs are so big? I think that's the most ridiculous thing.
Well,
that's
they had to
expected
be
for
big.
Well, okay.
I'm just saying.
It's Kaguro.
All special art for Kaguro has had massive bonker boobas.
They're like bigger than her head. I don't know.
Just look at Spring Kagura.
Just one is bigger
on
than her.
vacation.
Yeah. Spring Kaguro is also like that. And Kaguro has a problem with leaning. She always leans.
Yeah, bad posture. She should work on it.
I like how the carrot,
That's what
like,
ninjas do. They don't stand up straight. They lean over.
see that lean chat? Like, she always leans in her special art for some her art for some reason. Like, come on. All right. No, but the next segment is about Kaguro.
shinobi, so she actually has to kind of, or not a shinobi, well, a shinobi, but also a kunoichi, so she kind of
Yes.
uses it.
I'm surprised you knew that, because just being shinobi does not have anything to do with that.
Yeah, well, I always mix them up. I mix up shinobi and kunoichi, but then
Anichi!
recently, I've been. Oh, I'm sorry. My pronunciation wasn't.
I actually like how the Japanese person in our stream guest finally voiced his opinion on a Japanese word.
Oh, speaking of pronunciation, I don't like how you said quesadilla before Nims. I heard that. That was Earthsing. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I don't like how you said that. It was like, say it again. Can you say
I
that?
got it from Taco Bell. It does not deserve the proper saying.
No, say it.
No.
No, do it. Go on.
Don't
No. No, you're late. You don't get to demand anything from me.
No, I do. No, I still heard. Go on.
Wait.
What are we waiting for? Are you looking up the word? Are you like getting Google
I'm
to
not
say it for
looking.
you?
I'm not looking up the word. I already know what the word is.
Looking up the pronunciation.
Yeah, he's gonna like listen to the pronunciation.
Quesadilla.
Oh look, he said it right this time. There you go.
Wow. Man,
Quesadilla.
I'm impressed.
There you go. I said it. You
did
happy
help.
now? It's from Taco Bell. I had one slice left, and it was chat. Like every fool, whenever Taco Bell or other fast food restaurants have like these specials, you're like, oh, I gotta try it. You know what was so special about this quesadilla?
What?
They put bacon and cheese on it, and that's it. That's literally it.
Yeah, Taco Bell specials are pretty just normal.
What a
stuff.
trashy special. I was like, oh my god, I gotta try this. It's what you expect. It's a quesadilla with cheese and bacon on it. That's it. That's nothing special.
I just get the beefy melt burrito, and that's it.
It's,
Or whatever my brother brings home when he works there.
All right.
That's it. I'm not that,
Okay.
I don't care about all this extra stuff.
Well, if I keep eating this, I will not have abs like Kagero, but I will have abs like Orochi.
Pack of pudding cups. What?
They're not that bad, but it just still gets to me how they look. All right, this is clearly the best hero on the banner, by the way.
I would say she and Claude are competing for the...
Claude definitely advised for it.
The reason why I have her as the best, okay, Claude spams lethalities, which is amazing. Let's not get that mixed up. And he might potentially attack up close, which is amazing. But you can't catch this girl. What the heck?
I think as long as you're not running Canto Control, she can be an absolute menace.
Canto Control is going to be a huge pain for both of them, but
Well,
more so for her.
Yeah, I guess more so for her.
Because the right, Canto distance maximum of 3 is insane, and then you get 1 extra movement with her dual skill, and the dual skill refreshes every 3 turns. And for whatever reason, why does the dual skill take away their bonuses? Why does it need LOL? Why?
The buff stripping is so gratuitous. As if the buff, I mean, granted, the buff meta is out of control, but still, it's so gratuitous.
Actually, isn't this
on top of everything else?
Better speed scale, and they even summer Fjorm because she gets 5 to it from her weapon, and then she gets the same kind of 20% unit speed starter combat as Fjorm gets, but Fjorm doesn't have dull, so she's getting like,
objectively, yes, but we're also talking about
worse.
a dual unit versus a regular old god sword.
Still, that's a ton of speed scaling. I mean, the weapons are...
Oh, absolutely.
Fjorm,
It's also just predisposed to have better speed control. This is just kind of how it is.
Fjorm can kind of catch up with the Repel 4 shenanigans because 11 speed.
Yeah, it's
essentially.
also...
Well,
Phantom
only
speed
4 of
does
that
go a long
speed is
way.
counted. Is only 4 of that
But
speed
it's
is
still
counted
Phantom.
follow-ups, but yeah.
It's still
Okay,
Phantom,
but there's damage reflection and lethality on top of that. So if she doubles, it's it's really annoying to deal with this character. If she doubles, she probably got the kill, and you can't catch her. Unless you have cancel control, but you have to have cancel control within range, and you have to have cancel control, period. So...
Yeah. Counter control, I mean, it's going to become more common, as always. That is worth noting. And, of course, on top of that, if she is, for some reason, exposed, there is no enemy phase chance, like any other super heavy ranged killer.
Right,
but also the fact that if you can pierce her DR or brave hit on retaliation, she is flat out toast.
Yes,
So I
but
guess
why
it's
would
still that.
she target those heroes? That's what I'm going to point out.
Exactly.
Because
think of it this way. She's basically Summer Shamir, but a little more focused on straight combat, and a much stronger special proc.
what she feels like to me is Nina and Harmonic Mia combined together is what it feels like to me.
Yeah.
The Nina thing makes sense because Kagero was also with Nina, so...
Wait, what the heck? That's right.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah. And also, this 50% DR in her weapon is exactly the same DR as Kagero's dart, so that's kind of funny.
Yeah, so say that again.
Okay.
Yeah, that 50% DR is going to go hard.
Okay, but let me explain why I think she's the best on this banner. If you fight somebody and she can break the tank, and they don't have cancel control, how do you lose? That's my question at that point. How do you lose? I think you just
The only
win.
question.
Yep.
The only thing is that since she relies on follow-ups to do the majority of her work, there are going to be cases where, you know, because she's fairly honest until that point, she can be countered by some good range tanks. It's not perfect, but this is one of the best range nukes we have, and one of the safest, where range nukes are generally pretty all committed with no retreat. I think that's going to be... Like, think of it this way. She's basically a more potentially volatile Yuri, with a higher high, arguably lower low.
Wait a second. That's another thing to talk about. I think she's better than Legendary Yuri.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
No.
It's
My
reasonable.
boy.
I mean,
yes, the
Legendary
Femboy,
Yuri
as usual.
still
not
has
keeping
infantry
us up.
perks.
Kozu! Hi,
Yeah.
how are you?
No.
Yuri still has infantry perks. Can't be stalled. Gets the movement regardless of duo skill, which is nice.
I like
Well, he
foul
can't-
play. That's the only
He
thing I
can
give
be
to him.
stalled, but he just goes down
And
to
foul play is really nice. Yeah.
But the stalling is actually even more annoying on him, because if they have stall, he's forcibly triggering it all the time.
Yeah. I mean, he still at least doesn't get stalled whatsoever, whereas Kaguro, it can be a bit of a problem. Not a great one, because first of all, you can just not hit the duo skill, and second of all, you're...
Far save stops her. My problem is I don't know... Outside of the new core, and I'm not sure who's supposed to like just straight up tank this. It's really hard.
Tanking a lethal... Well, first of all, if they're not one of the far saves that can counterattack, she doesn't really get much damage. Like, for example, DD...
Wait, much damage? We know her stats.
She
She's still gonna hit hard.
She gets the... She's gonna get the lethality. But she doesn't get much more, like, scaling beyond that outside the attack buff scaling. The attack scaling from a weapon. Like, it's close to normal, is what I'm saying.
Wait, what?
She gets one scary special proc, but is otherwise a fairly normal offensive unit. Plus the fact that she also might not proc lethality if you can't counter. For non-countering far saves, we're talking things like non-distant counter dragons.
Those are rare.
Or they are rare, but they do exist in particularly summon rules for a reason, and it's because of things like this, where counterattacking actually might be bad. Plus, you also lose stats. Those kinds of far saves, I don't see Kagura doing especially well into.
This is
Not
what
saying
I
she can't
consider.
kill, but yeah.
This is what I consider as normal lethality, which is
Right.
Yuri with lethality, and this holds nothing to this to Kaguro.
If Kaguro doesn't get the counterattack, she just has better base attack because stack creep.
Way better base attack.
And then, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna deny that.
Way
And
better
then the
damage reduction?
20% attack. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, if we're starting to bring in counterattacks, absolutely, that damage reduction is gonna be nuts. The damage reflection on follow-up will be even more nuts.
Way better threat range.
Yeah.
Ignoring your bonuses.
Yep, and she can
Screw
reuse.
doll.
I don't know if we've noticed that her duo skill can be reused every 3
Oh
turns.
no, that's
why I
very
think
important.
That's why I think she's ridiculous, because if you're a new player and you fight against her and she broke your tank and you don't have canto control, she'll just pick you off. It'll be
Yeah.
insane to deal with.
It is. It will be.
And the
This
worst
is
thing
gonna
of
be
all,
one of those units. Yeah.
Disarm Trap 4. I don't know why it has partial null follow-up. That's so dumb.
It needed something combat-wise if it's gonna be a tier 4 skill, but that is still kind of ridiculous. This is the offensive no follow-up that this kind of class can use.
Yeah.
So that's kind of... I mean, it's still kind of from the standards of non-ether raids use. But an offensive no
hold up.
follow-up stats...
That's still pretty good. Speed defense minus 4 partial null follow-up.
Oh, absolutely.
That's not,
Absolutely.
that's not
Yeah,
a
well,
terrible
it's a-
B slot.
It's not a terrible B slot, it's just that for some units...
I know
you'll
what you're
probably
saying.
Want to, yeah.
But you gotta keep in mind, we
But
went
it-
from
yeah.
nothing. We went from
Nothing.
nothing. Like, you would never use this outside of AR to, it's fine, keep it.
Yeah, exactly.
And also hex
It-
trap compatibility.
Oh, I love that.
Loving
Actually,
that
as
threshold.
addressing hex trap, it's so good.
That is actually
Um,
ridiculous, because her base HP is
43.
43, which means if you run 3 mythics, that gets her to
58.
58.
Hex trapulation
which
is
means
55.
It's 65.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know, but you're dropping it
65
by
right now.
10.
My bad.
You're dropping it by 10, so it's 55.
Yeah.
Which means she'll
55.
never be stopped by it right now.
Yep.
As long
Yeah,
as
no,
you
the
have
hex
those
trap
two mythics.
part is huge.
Or if you have two mythics.
Or
and
give her
merges.
squad ace. Just give her squad ace.
You could, but you don't always need to.
HP attack speed 3. Why not? That's a... Yeah, at the very least, it's not a dead slot outside of Ether Raids, so even if you see Kaguro normally, sure, high investment ones, I'm not sure what off the top of my head, but high invested ones will probably change the B slot in the long run.
They could run Brash Assault 4.
Yeah, it's just not really an offensive enough follow-up option, so if they want to secure that double, they kind of have to use Disarm Trap 4.
Yeah, it's good for range,
Considering her kit.
or not. I don't know range, but for flyer or cav daggers because they don't have a whole lot of options outside of that.
Yeah.
Yep.
For the ones that don't have offensive no follow-up, that'll be nice.
All right. So if you were to rate her out of 5, I'm actually gonna put this rating up on as well. What would you rate her?
We've been doing more ratings out
personally
of 5
drop
than out of 10 right now, huh?
I can't do it out of 10, you idiot.
Double D.
I mean, if I have to do it out of 5, I can't.
No, I know on the poll you can't do it out of 10.
I can't do it on 10.
Yeah, out of conscience, I cannot say she's less than a 5, but I am wary that she could fall off.
You know, if Sugmo was here, he'd just suddenly say wary fighter.
Yeah.
He is here. Let's see what he says.
Oh god.
Yeah, but I would say 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
That's
And
a 5
she's
out of
gonna
5 I've ever seen one. Yep.
I hear so
Absolutely.
many people being like, "Claude's the only good thing on this banner. Sleep on everyone else." It's such
They've
a
never
weak-
played Ether Raids against a Nina before, or a hero of extra movement that can retreat
Oh, yeah,
that you can never
Kagero's-
catch. It's the most
disclosure,
infuriating
Kagero's gonna be
thing.
Great in Ether Raids.
Mhm.
Well, just not against Medius.
Well,
yes.
Okay, so having Medius and stuff helps a lot, but I'm saying if you do not have an option against it, you just realize the futility of playing. And the fact of the matter is, like, in Ether Raids, you realize that extra movement, okay, you're not going to get the extra movement a lot, because most people will have something to stop it, but still, she's going to move extra, step on a trap, does not care.
Yeah, the big thing is, she's a disarm trap user that is very efficient at killing stuff, and very efficient at retreating. If you do not have cannon control, which I personally run it on both defenses, I cannot go without it. But if you don't, she could literally just go in, do whatever she wants, get back out fully, and none of your traps, not even your hex trap, is realistically going to work. Which is scary because hex trap was basically the last bastion against.
That was the point of hex traps, which really confuses me that they did this. Okay.
Yep.
I mean, it's
Well,
still
neutering them, not killing them, but it's.
It still can,
still-
it's not realistic. If they're a competent player, it should not work.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, the last thing I want to talk about was CFU 3. This is the one that caught me off guard. I don't understand why.
They like putting it on
Maria.
ranged cav units. But yeah, Seafood is objectively the best feud skill.
It should disable Maria's, but that, I'll be honest, that's rare. And Maria doesn't work perfectly because she has to be within two spaces.
I mean, from a summon rules, and honestly, even Ether Raid's defense perspective, that's not very hard.
Okay, it's not the worst C slot, but I would have still preferred something else, to be honest.
Like what?
Because she retreats back all those spaces. So if she can put Pathfinder on herself, it would make things much more interesting.
Yeah, Death by Smoke would probably. But then she also has Dagger 7, so I'm not sure if they would ever do that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess you could argue like Panic Smoke, but I mean, for the standards of making her actual
Panic Smoke's
combat
actually pretty good.
For making her combat specifically as efficient as possible, Seafood is probably about as good as it gets. Calves do not, especially ranged ones, do not have a lot of good C-slot options that aren't smokes.
Right. All right.
I just wish that we would get to 4 feuds.
So that's Kaguro.
Yeah,
43
this unit's
HP.
gonna absolutely be meta for a while.
Dang, 4-star 1.
I know, that's so weird to me, but chat's not the smartest bunch of people.
Wow. Yeah, unlike me, I am the smartest one here.
the only thing I'm hesitating with Kagero is I think that she has a very high potential of falling off, and if Canto Control gets more common, she's
Why
gonna
specifically do
vary.
you say falling off?
Why
though?
would she fall off?
I know the Canto Control thing, but
More speed saves,
Extremely
more
small
ridiculous
detail,
bulk
but did anyone
scaling,
notice that Claude's
a
weapon just
further
strikes
push
out
away
the
from
effects
BD
of the dagger instead
counter
of
far
labeling
saves,
it dagger
or
7?
just Canto Control
Lol.
becoming more common. These things will have a pretty serious effect on her.
well, wouldn't
As far
wouldn't
as
that apply
overall
to
height.
pretty much any ranged, speedy ranged?
Yes.
So
Well, I
it's
think
but then why?
Speedy
I
range
mention it.
retreat calf.
She just
Yes.
has a lot more candle control, or like speed control. So I think she has a while till she
She'll-
falls off. I think.
She'll have a
Speed
while,
control is
absolutely.
incredibly powerful. I
Well,
think
she'll
that's
definitely-
what'll
She
Absolutely.
will
keep
fall
her.
off definitely,
Speed-
but she's got a bit.
I
don't
just
know,
know that
I
I always end up following these units like, man, this is gonna dominate the meta for years, and then it takes a year before they start to see serious competition, and honestly, within 2, falling out of favor in the meta. I've seen it enough where I have to be cautious. That's all.
Okay.
See?
I mean, she's an amalgamation of Nina and Mia, so she technically power creep 2 heroes, and Nina is
Yeah.
not that old, but yeah.
I do think she'll probably last longer, hopefully, than Nina. Please.
I would assume so.
Don't. Again, only counter control.
And
Only
Nina
thing that-
already has had a bit of a resurgence with getting Desperation 4 and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely came back, surprisingly.
Sorry.
What?
What?
Oh, I yelled
didn't hear
into it.
it.
I didn't know if it picked up.
It did not.
Nope.
It's okay,
Okay.
we expect the worst from you.
What is that supposed to mean? You should expect only the
What?
best from me.
What is that supposed to mean?
When have I ever let anyone down?
It's clearly defined what it's supposed to mean.
When have I ever not exceeded expectations?
When you've been on here,
Almost
and
all the
you've
time.
distracted us with a random topic like every
That
stream.
is not me. The only one time I've distracted is when I
One
mentioned
time.
Grima patting a leer, and you know what? That was a keen observation.
And you mentioned Tiki's eyes looking weird, and we got distracted by that for 5 minutes. And you mentioned some sex-related thing, and then
That is
spent
not
time
me.
on
You
that.
guys are the only ones who mentioned holes and stuff. You're like, yeah, I bet Oct would like that hole or something, and I'm like, please, I just want to exist.
Now we have
You
this
spend
distract ourselves for 5 minutes.
You are a
Yeah.
hoe.
That is not true.
you spend all this
I've
time.
learned.
Whenever we poke fun at you, you spend 5 minutes defending yourself. So
Well, because I think someone's guys. I know Chad isn't going to.
that's for sure.
Why would they defend you? What the heck?
They deserve to. Chad, I do a lot for you, and you do nothing for me. It's kind of like a
I think
one-sided
chat might
relationship.
defend Dex more than you, which
that
is
better not be true.
terrible.
I would assume so. I've never seen anyone well, I feel like I've seen one person in chat defend Doc in a meme way. But that's
Well,
about
who
it.
has defended you?
Who has defended
Nobody.
me? What do you mean?
If anything, Chad attacks you more than me. Like Sugma's always
What's
attacking
Ock's real
you.
name? His real name is Octavian.
How'd you know?
He wears 3-inch thick glasses and he snorts a lot. His favorite subject is math, and he hopes to become a physician one day.
I just got called out. I've basically been doxxed right on stream.
Yeah. Well, for studying math, you're sure not good at Fey math.
Whatever. Who is?
He pretends to live in Texas despite not having a Texan accent.
I don't know what you
And-
expect Texans to sound like.
Sandy cheeks.
That is a stereotype.
All right, real quick, let's have a quick interlude to see who won Voting Gauntlet. I'm hearing the Snake won, which is excellent. Love Govig. And I am...
It better be Soren.
Yes! Soren won! We beat the thought.
Okay,
We-
Soren better win this.
We beat
voting gauntlet.
Korid.
Beat Govek. She does not deserve to exist.
Wow, is the final really Soren versus Govig? Whoa.
Hey, Golbeg, let's go.
No.
All right.
She's the only one that I got off this banner so far, so, yes.
Well, then why don't you use your free summon on Soren?
We'll save Claude for last, unless Oct wants to keep interrupting this.
Okay.
We'll save Claude for last. So we'll talk about... I know this is going to be weird for people to talk about this at all. We'll talk about Katria. Because in terms of demoted weapons, I'm not sure I've ever seen something so insane. And somebody brought up, like, why are you so surprised? We've been getting, like, really good demoted weapons like the staff. This is on another level. I don't know how we're viewing it that way.
No, so first of all, we do have the Kadain weapons, which are what now? Breath, terrain penalty immunity.
Yes.
So there is precedence here, though that combat is also noticeably more standard than this.
I
this
would like also point out
both the insane buffing. Yeah.
Yep. Some of the weapons with status effects are not necessarily useful, but this will be almost consistently useful, is what I'm saying.
Oh, absolutely. No panic and no follow-up. No follow-up especially are fantastic buff statuses to have.
It reminds me a bit of the pedophile weapons.
Oh yeah, well yeah, pedophiles
follow-up and true damage. The stats.
Fuga has it, I'm just saying, with pedophile base.
Yep.
Yeah, now this combines the fantastic, and in this case, actually really good buff statuses, with the insane stat scaling we see out of something like the summer weapons. Which,
yes,
just to be clear, Large Shell Staff is a lot of attack and speed and guard. It's a very concise
It's actually a lot of, I think it's just a lot of attack, and it's got 5 speed, right?
Oh yeah, right, it's up to res minus 16 with attack speed 5. You're right.
Yeah, but the reason...
It scales quicker.
The reason why I value this so much is buffing yourself null follow-up. I'll just read it real quick for everyone. White Wind Bow, effective as flying foes, SR combat, unit's HP is 25% or above, grants null follow-up and null panic to unit for 1 turn. That is so big. And additionally, at SR combat, if unit's HP is 25% or above, grants attack speed plus X unit during combat, X is the number of bonus effects active on unit, and penalty effects active on foe, excluding stat bonuses and stat penalties, X2 plus 5. At minimum, that means attack speed plus 5, even though there's nothing. But you're going to be buffing yourself null follow-up. Yeah,
you're already gonna get 9 from your buffs. So.
Yeah. Now, granted, just to be clear, this is effectively just a bow that provides buff statuses that you can outsource, but you don't have to here. First of all, and then otherwise it's quote unquote just stats, as opposed to something like. Just to be clear, we do have arcanes that provide some insane effects, which are very.
But still,
valuable.
this isn't technically isn't just stats because.
It's not just stats, exactly.
It's not. It's not technically just stats. It's buff statuses that exist entirely on your kit that you don't have to work for, and then on top of that, they're valuable buffs. And if you're a unit that stacks a whole bunch of buffs from whatever, stat scaling actually becomes quite valuable.
Because that's the thing. I think people are losing track of. By herself, it's attack speed plus 9, which is already huge. There's no cap.
You can stack penalties on the foe and the bonuses on you.
Yeah, there's no cap.
Something ridiculous.
So, no cap for real. On God, there is no cap to these stats. Yeah.
So, I'm glad he praised us on that.
That's why I'm saying it's... go ahead.
If you use, like, for example, Asker, just... or actually, no, not Asker. Just use Elliewood, because that's...
Or 3, right?
Actually, it's only 2 because of Null Panic, but just say you use Elliewood. Plus, Shamir, I believe, gives more debuffs? Or is it Mark? Whichever the case. Say that's 2 from Elliewood, plus another 3 from Shamir, I want to say. That alone gives you an extra 10 attack and speed on top of Elliewood, giving you another 12 from Bonus Doubler, plus the 5 from Discord on Shamir. So that's, what now, 27, 29, 36 attack and speed between White Wind Bow, Elliewood, and a debuff foe by Shamir, assuming max Discord.
Yep.
Over 30 attack and speed using this bow and synergetic buffs.
Yep.
And you're still no follow-up, no panic, and everything else on top. Like, that's nuts.
Yep, that's the reason why I'm like, why are we trying to measure the same? It is much better than that. The reason why, the other reason, is that the game has thus far tried capping speed.
On par with Darkbow, grants even more attack and SPD, and doesn't negate the use of Grand Street and Unity that Darkbow does.
I'm not sure on par with Darkbow, just because Darkbow does all the right stuff.
It depends on the team. Like, you have that potential of going past it.
Yeah.
You can, but I like how Darkbow just allows you to completely nuke on player phase with the slaying and with the desperation.
Darkbow just gives you everything that you need. to be an archer. This
Who
gives you the potential to go crazy. Yeah.
Who wants this bow? Presumably anybody who's free to play, accessible, plus 10 easy.
Archer, the
effective
most
speed swing at 21. For
Oh,
this
yeah.
bow to reach the same speed swing as Duo Shamir, you need a total of 8 effects.
I don't know why you're specifically
yes,
mentioning
that's-
Dual Shamir though, but that's okay.
Well,
Duo
Duo
Shamir's
Shamir
done.
because she inflicts
Or-
Discord, Panic, Feud, all at the same. Well, between their duo skill and Gravity. So that's 4 debuff statuses on Shamir.
And she also
That's the only
puts
reason why I brought that up.
I don't think you have to reach that to be useful, so I don't.
No, not at all. I'm just
Quite
pointing
see it.
out
Yeah.
the peak of what debuffs you can abuse realistically. But you could obviously do with much.
But
If
still,
you're
yeah,
getting
it's-
close to a bow like that, I think you're pretty good.
Yeah,
Well,
and
I'm saying to
Shamir also
use
does not
Shamir-
give herself no follow-up or no panic, so...
Well, I mean, use Shamir with a White Wind Bow user, so that they get all those debuff statuses.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
Exactly,
So
yeah.
that's more so what I mean. But
Alright.
of course, you need an archer that can capitalize on that. Which everything is gonna come back to Dorothy when it comes to that. Because she is just the
Dorothy
fast
for
archer.
now.
Yeah.
All right. The other thing that people don't really pay attention to is, I was trying to get into it. Speed is usually capped in all these. They don't mind giving you a lot of attack, but giving you a lot of speed, they usually are pretty conservative on that.
They are. This is the speed meta weapon.
Yep, that's the reason. Because if you can't double a lot of these, one big hit doesn't usually get you the kill, but 2 hits, that's when it starts making magic happen. So that's the reason why this is so huge, because the speed is not capped. So going back to that staff, that's speed plus 5, right? Like it caps it at 5 speed.
Speed plus, it's just 5.
Yeah, it caps it at 5 speed, and while you can hit a lot harder, I'd rather have the
To be
speed.
Clear. It is a staff, so I'm not surprised that it only scales 1 stat, but that is still
Even
a major
still.
limiter compared to this. The fact
Yeah.
that you can scale speed is just nuts, especially when you consider that this is also refinable for speed, so you're getting a default speed plus 11.
Yep.
And again, you have no panic, so as long as you have a buff for speed, you very easily keep that until, somebody comes in and neutralizes it.
Also, Jimo
Whatever.
brought it up. Citrine. Citrine could utilize this from the team really well.
Yep. Yeah, if you have a good Citrine buff, or say you give her Noah, just the easiest one, then that's she can use the new sea slot from Alir, so
Pledge,
Right.
yeah.
yeah, pledge. So you give pledge Citrine with Catria and Noah. That's dodge, dull, orders, breath, guaranteed follow-up, no follow-up, no panic, 7 buff statuses.
Seems like we've been
Yeah.
getting
Going
a lot
up.
of trace
And,
skills
triangle
on the
attack.
remote seasonals. Tier 4
So
trace
yeah, you've got
skills
8 buff
soon.
statuses. That means that you're
Nimsai.
getting a total of 21 attack speed off White Wind Bow.
Yeah, so this is a bow that will catch people off guard, because all of a sudden your damage output's crazy.
And your speed control is nuts.
Yep. Okay, but yeah, I think that sums it up, because the rest of the kit is actually still really impressive. You can get SC-Far Trace plus Harsh Command plus. What? That's pretty good.
That's pretty good, yeah. I mean, now that we have Zephyr, catch is a little less necessary, but it's always just to have it around. And it makes Catry a lot easier to build, should you be inclined to do so. It's not like Catry.
Also, talk of Trace 4s coming, that's starting to sound realistic to me, because
Inevitable. Yeah.
they have been making it much more accessible as of late, so yeah, that is something I expect.
Not to mention, they just like to tier 4 everything at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Including B skills. Great.
Alright, well, Capture is amazing for nothing else less than her foddering, but she'll be a pretty good user of the bow because she'll have modern stats and obviously utilize it
High
well.
attack speed.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm just thinking like Desperation 4, White Wind Bow on a because you got no follow-up, so you don't need the offense and no follow-up anymore. Desperation 4 Archer with White Wind Bow sounds actually really good.
It'd be sort of a side grade.
Or the
to,
cheapest one, you can just windsweep her because she has no follow-up.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
Just slap and sweep.
Definitely could, yeah.
Or, you could also slap Desperation 3 on whoever. These things, the thing is, it's just open. There's just so much you can do. Like, having no follow-up is the most important buff. So, that already sets it apart.
Alright,
Also,
Time Dagger.
keep in mind
Mm-hmm.
that Uga, our Demote, might also have this as an axe. We'll see.
I need to see
might.
his stats, yeah.
I'm coping
Well, I mean-
a little bit because it looks kind of like Fuga's club, which is his weapon from Fates, but
But it
I
could be
don't-
inheritable. In which case, if it is speed-based, which we'll know in a few hours, that could also be nuts.
His avatar looks really good.
It does. I can't wait for him. He has a really cool looking demote. Not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
I always
Looks-
liked Fuga.
He looks better than Legion.
Shut.
He does.
Oh, I thought you were talking about.
I'm not gonna deny that sprite quality has gone up since 2017. All right.
Yeah.
I
Legion
don't-
does have a unique animation with his axe, though. He sort of like swings it around like it's
Oh yeah,
in a
Legion.
weird way.
Yeah, anything that isn't literally launch for the most part has something unique. But the actual sprite quality has gone up too since then.
Which version of Fates was him?
Infrared. I read it. I read what infrared says is like I'm a fap out.
Which region?
Okay.
What? Art?
Which version of Fates was he in? Because I don't remember.
Revelation.
He's in all of them, but you can only recruit him in Rev.
Oh well, that's why I
Yeah.
don't remember him.
Yeah, he's
Never
one of the
played
Rev exclusives.
No, you don't remember him because you have amnesia. What did you have for breakfast?
I didn't really have breakfast, honestly. I
Okay,
kinda
that's because you didn't. You don't remember having breakfast.
That
I
is
actually
not
had
how that
breakfast for
works.
once.
I
Yay!
know what I
Wow,
had for
nice.
lunch. I had like 20 nuggets and then like a basket of fries and then like a large Diet Coke. Don't mind the cans.
His diet is
Damn,
horrible.
sounding like a Texan right
It,
now.
it always cracks me up when people have Diet Coke after they eat something that is clearly not dietable.
Okay, well, the Diet Coke is I don't
irony.
like the taste of regular Coke. It's too syrupy for me.
What
but
the
Diet
heck?
Coke hits
Diet
just
Coke
right.
is-
Diet Coke has
Kind of
fake
aspartame.
sugar. Yeah,
Okay.
aspartame tastes terrible.
Okay, and
Some
I
people
like
have-
fake sugar.
Some
You
people
like being
weird
fake.
flavors.
I'm very real, 100%. That's
Oh,
me.
hey, Ox, your boyfriend is in chat.
Who? Is it Jake? I swear to God,
No,
he's here.
it's the other boyfriend.
Which other one? You guys claim I have like 5.
Well, no, I
You
claim
probably
you have
have
2.
6.
Velma.
Well-
I was thinking you meant like M or something.
Oh,
Oh, well, I guess you have 3 now that I think of it.
You
I'm
guys
confused.
claim like so many.
When did it become Velma?
Yeah, when was it Velma?
When they were on their whole arguing arc of just arguing about every single little thing, and they were getting so angry. at each
Ak, when did you become such a hoe?
Let me tell you, it all started
all right, I'll
in
let
the
you guys
summer
sort this out.
of COVID.
Okay. When you realized $20 was $20.
Yeah, and then some guy thought he could use a mask as a card.
What the fuck?
I'm
the
not even
hell?
gonna
other.
finish.
What is that laughter? It sounds like someone was choking out in the spirit or something.
I'm not gonna finish that sentence. I'm sorry.
Your laughter sounds demonic.
Good. I'm glad.
All right. Can we start on a hero that matters?
Legion left, so we can't.
Oh shoot.
Who
It's
else
your
is
fault.
curious? It's like I'm sick of
Legion
this
is
shit.
still here. It's just.
Well,
we
he
haven't-
went to go do something. Is what I meant.
I see.
I listened to him unlike you guys.
I remember saying has an argument deck, so what is that supposed to mean?
Well, that means y'all are boyfriends. Aww.
Ox,
Dex,
you don't
Dex,
need to- you don't
Dex
need to
has
turn
many
this on.
horrendous opinions.
Sanguine
I
man
actually tend to have
Dex
pretty
sitting
okay.
in a tree.
I just need to- I
That's
just
what
need
you
to
think it
adjust
is.
better.
Kissing.
Did you
First
ever like listen to
comes
the VOD of that talk we had about billionaires that came out of nowhere because we were talking about Jake Paul?
Oh,
I
God.
hope you listened to that
No.
so you would realize
No.
how crazy you were.
We're not starting this again.
I do not want to listen to that because that would take.
Because then you'll
so much
realize
time.
how your it's not like
Also,
how
that went on
badly
for, like,
your
hours.
opinion. Yeah, I know, but
I
like
don't-
you would
don't
realize
waste
how
time.
badly it came across because no one
I
would
mean-
possibly understand what you're trying to say.
Oh god.
I
go
mean, I
on.
understand that, but I don't want to go back and watch out the VOD footage just to show me something that I already know. So
Okay.
Go. I'm gonna fight your ass.
Hey, go. You better mute this guy.
oh, it says, "I'm back, everyone." Oh God, not this boring bitch.
I'm the most interesting stream guest. I'll have you know.
You would like to think so.
Who would it be?
What do you mean?
Exactly. It's definitely
Most-
not M. M does nothing.
Most interesting stream guest.
Yeah.
I definitely think there is somebody
Odd.
on that list.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
right here. Me.
They are indeed right here. It's just not you.
I think the time when Jake came on stream and bullied you for like half an hour is fun.
My God, I was talking to him the other day on how he likes you, how you like him so much more than me, and I'm gonna hurt.
All right, let's start this.
All right.
So,
Relevant stuff, yeah.
the biggest surprise of the banner would probably have been Dagger being on it, because I would never have thought of any of this stuff. But she does look the part with her perfect abs and all. The Bluster Princess.
The theme, sort of.
Now, I do want to point this out. Does she look Wind Tribe or does she look Fire Tribe?
Somewhere in the middle.
Because, yeah, I mean, those pants...
Those pants.
The red pants definitely remind me.
Red, but I don't believe the Fire Tribe has that particular design, right?
No, not particularly, no, but it, it's just the fiery colors of the red and orange.
Yeah, the palette definitely throws off, even if, I mean, it's very clearly like what Orochi wears, for example, normally.
Yeah, but
it's
the fan looks more fire-like. Her color scheme looks more fiery.
Yeah.
It's just the pants. It's just the pants. Otherwise, she does look like a Fire Tribe member.
And she has her kite for her bird.
I mean, the Fire Tribe and the Wind Tribe, if I remember correctly, there's not really much on the Fire Tribe, but they do look kind of similar as far as attire.
I guess. I mean, Fates is so vague with all of its world building, but
because we only have an example as Rinka.
Yeah,
and I guess the headgear.
There's literally no one else we see from the Flame Tribe other than Rinka.
I mean, there's like the Oni chieftains that she's based off of whatnot, but that's it.
So IMO, to be Fire Tribe, you must have big abs, and Dagger has big abs. So there you go.
I guess so. But did Peony have big abs?
Huh? No, but that was a weird ass pick.
It was.
I mean, yeah, that entire pick was just strange.
Yeah,
but we got Mordecai out of it, so whatever.
He had big abs.
You're that big a fan of Mordecai?
I didn't know that. Yeah.
I like that. I like him as a devote, and he will throw you. My favorite special quote in the game, I swear.
All right, Kay. But yeah, let's talk about Dagger. This is a weird one because if we're gonna argue like, hey, the fall off. Yeah. Huh? If we're gonna argue the fall off is gonna come for Kagero, what does that make like Dagger? Yeah.
So, just to be clear, the mobility meta is why both of these units stand a better chance. But I don't think that there's really much more than that going on here. Because I gotta say, Twin Sky Wing is less than I thought it would be. They just added Pathfinder, which doesn't necessarily do anything for her. Yeah, well, actually, it does.
Her support partner. Yeah, it looks like she gets it for herself as well.
Yeah, she gets it for herself, which it doesn't seem like it does, but she does.
Well, yeah, she gets it for herself, but they didn't put it in her weapon, so it's the same idea.
Yeah, she just moved it. I mean, at least she is still a Pathfinder unit, but yeah, it just means
it would have been weird if she wasn't.
Oh yeah, but also it didn't say enabled Pathfinder, it just says effect Pathfinder. Like, cool. I actually ignored that at first, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, but I'm just saying it's not a super big upgrade. It is nice to have Pathfinder on an ally.
Yeah, it means that by default you have 2 units at a Pathfinder chain. So this does have value. It's just not insane value because now you're using a unit basically to give extra mobility, but that unit is not exactly. It's like Duo Dagger, but you exchange a turn of basically being broken for just a little more consistency. But I'm not sure if that's really worth the exchange.
Because I'm not really sure if I would take her over Dual Dagger, for example.
Yeah, that's more so. There's
Sun Twin Wing plus not looking too good Kappa.
In 2 different ways.
Yeah.
Duo Dagger, duh. And then of course, Ira and Zelif.
Yes, because technically speaking, she can move over 3 spaces, 4 spaces, even 5 spaces, but it's not as easy to use and it's not as useful to use in general.
Because for all intents and purposes, she has bonus doubler, but she can just use her foes' bonuses instead. And regardless, the foes' bonuses are basically neutralized.
Yep.
Then otherwise, she's just Crom. Breath 40% for set DR.
Yep.
Full no follow-up obviously is nice, but for all intents and purposes, she's tanky. She has some decent DR, good speed scaling, but not great. And she hits kind of hard. Not even really that hard, because most of her damage comes off a special. Like...
That's what surprises me, because you're going to release her after Ira? Or Carla?
Yeah.
Yeah, wait, it's Ira.
Yeah, I have been making the same mistake for some reason.
Her
It's
firepower
weird.
And
is
Carla,
just
though,
so
let's be
much
honest.
less. In exchange for that supportive capability, but that supportive capability isn't enough to fully bring her up
Yeah,
to par. As
she's
a
just
unit.
a well-rounded sword cap, but not that scary.
She
Good
feels like a halfway
speed,
point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which a lot of these heroes feel like halfway points. They like mixed a bunch of heroes together.
Yeah, and mix
yeah, but
themselves together.
she particularly feels like sort of the most
Yes.
She's very
just
much
balanced,
balanced.
whatever. Yeah.
in a literal and figurative sense. I think she's one of the most balanced here. Like, just straight up. She's very, like, all over the place. Nothing too exceptional. And also her combat is just there's not, like, a major flaw, but there's nothing really threatening. So...
You basically use her for a B slot, or you don't use her.
If you're not going to use a Pathfinder chain, she's pointless. If you're going to use her with, like, Guidance 4, don't. Just don't use her.
She does a good fodder, though.
Yeah?
She is good fodder. I'm going to sum it up. I feel like this is the kind of hero that's good for new players. If you're lacking the other heroes who are just clearly better or easier to utilize or have more straightforward roles. She does have potential. Anything with Pathfinder has potential, but...
Absolutely.
I wonder why you would not just take Dual Dagger, for example, and just be done with it. So,
I mean, depending on
or if
what
you already
kind of
have Dual
Pathfinder,
Dagger. So,
yeah. Depending on the Pathfinder chain you're setting up, you might not need everybody to be Pathfinder buffed. If you can just have 2 units that are constantly Pathfinder, that adds an extra layer of threat and range that you consistently can abuse, as opposed to just one ambush turn. But it's just a small little bonus to mobility, as opposed to a turn where you could basically just thermonuke the team and win off bat. It's not really worth the exchange to be a little more well-rounded for mobility, as opposed to pick a turn and win on it.
yes.
It's all or nothing, and I like that more.
So, probably getting fodder for Clash and attacks, alarm attack speed is what it looks like.
Clash is still not easy to pre-fodder, so...
Yeah. Attack Speed Clash 3, did we get that on any seasonal or anything?
Did
I
we?
feel like we did once.
I feel like we did, but even if we
was
didn't...
it New
Oh, it was
Year's?
on New Year Pan, I believe.
Yeah, New Year Pan.
Okay, so there, you can.
Yeah.
You can,
It's not easy, but you can.
Okay. All right,
Yeah.
but to sum it up,
Down if
yeah.
you're-
She might be a good Gale Forcer at the end of the day.
Oh, absolutely.
Pretty
Should be a
solid, yeah, breath and stuff.
Actually, she might be, that's probably her calling, to be a really good Gale Forcer with Pathfinder.
Yes.
Yeah,
That is actually going to be really nice. Because, yeah, you get so much extra mobility options from having Pathfinder on 2 units in offense.
Oh my
Okay.
god, Sugma, you're so funny.
Yeah, Panera Bread. Ha ha ha, funny. I love working there. Yay.
I want Panera. Wait, you work at Panera?
I do.
Can you give me some discounts? That crap is expensive.
All right, chat rates her out of as a 4-star.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Heck yeah.
Lacks of it. But yeah, in a Gale Force team, because that's realistically what I use Dagger for. She's the light mythic, so I have to use her, and then she helps with the Gale Force teams. So yeah, with this, as a Gale Forcer, that's where she's going to shine. Don't really know why you particularly need that, but if you want a hero to do that better than anyone else, with Pathfinder, with Gale Force, because it's slaying cooldown +1, and they can't buff themselves, so she could potentially bust tanks and charge really quickly. And then, of course, using alarm attack speed to set up the easier Pathfinder for the rest of the team. So that's the idea. Don't really know who's going to utilize that, but that's the one thing she'll do better than most heroes.
The only problem with that is also that we just got Samurai from, who's like the best Gale Force.
No, Submarino Guard is the best Gale Forcer. Don't make me fight you.
Legendary Edelgard is probably better, actually.
Wow, you'll tell that to
In some
PM1. He
cases.
put Legendary
Well,
Edelgard pretty far
he said in
down.
some case, he said in some cases Legendary Edelgard is better.
Yeah, but he put
depending on
that's the
matchup.
second lowest tier, dude.
Yeah.
I think he just really hates armor mobility in Arena. I think
I don't get it.
I mean, it's all true, but you can't use that in Arena, so I get that. Whatever.
But the interesting thing about, back to Dogger here, is that we finally have sort of the reasoning for why Citrine does not Pathfinder everyone.
Yeah.
This is the first
So
time
that's-
where she could have caused havoc.
Yep.
But
They
she
made
does
sure
not.
of that beforehand. Citrine explicitly cannot provide movement buffs or Pathfinder buffs to anybody else.
Okay, so it's
So-
probably planned out ahead of time to do this.
Yeah.
So no, you cannot literally make a continuous Pathfinder chain just using freaking Citrine. That
Yeah.
just doesn't work.
Dual dagger found in a ditch.
Yeah. No, they have mercy. They know how broken Pathfinder is. They're trying to hold back.
She gets to hold her job for a bit longer.
Stop
Dual Dogger has
instigating
actually
things,
had surprisingly decent power.
Dual Dogger is like one of the most meta-prevalent units ever.
Yeah.
Along with, like, consistently. Hasn't fallen off to the point of being unusable, and it's been 2 years. I'm impressed.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, has it been
And then you could buy her.
Yeah, she was New Year, dude.
New Year? So it's been
Choose the New Year's before Asker.
New Year's before Asker. Okay,
So,
so
we're getting there.
okay, getting close. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's fair. This is probably the least impactful hero of this bunch, so there you go.
Yeah.
Probably. I mean, you can argue a Demote Bow when we have Arcane Dark Bow and Arcane Tana. Yeah, I can't name that bow for some reason. Nastroid.
I think Catra is even more interesting.
Oh, absolutely. There's
Yeah.
definitely more nuance to Catria. I mean, well, I can't really say that because Pathfinder being able to constantly have that is so unique. But I like Catria more. I'll just say that.
Are you
How about
just
we
blowing
talk
your
about-
nose?
Yeah, what
was
that for?
Sorry, I laughed because Goa just said, "Oct, you sound sad." I don't know what that means. Do I sound sad?
You always sound sad. Your
Aw.
existence is sad.
Well, that's not true.
Oh.
I find my existence very like uplifting. I should be like, I'm kind of like the modern day Madonna. You know, I just like inspire
Madonna
people.
uplifting.
It took you a minute to think of.
I was
Why
gonna
did you
say
pick
Jesus.
Madonna?
I don't know.
You know what Madonna offered Dennis Rodman one time?
Wait, she did what?
What did she offer
You should
Dennis
you should
Rodman?
look it up.
Mr. North Korea guy.
Her body
She
'Cause
asked
it's,
Dennis
uh,
Rodman to impregnate her, dude.
and
Wow,
see the problem
that
with
makes me think a little less of her, because who would
I
want
don't-
Dennis Rodman to do anything to him?
she wanted that child
Oh,
support
okay, well,
money. You know, get that
What the
cash.
fuck? She clearly makes more money than Dennis Rodman. Come on. Okay. Anyways, whatever. You should look it up. They had a really interesting relationship, and Dennis Rodman back in his heyday when he was still young and stuff, he was a very exciting individual. Let's just put it that way.
Wait. What does he look like?
You don't know what Dennis Rodman? Okay, he
Dude.
was, I guess, before your time.
Oh God, you know we all have our like off days. Sometimes we all have that one like that one crush
Yeah,
that we
you're
all
off
regret.
to just decide to tell someone something.
So what do you call it if every single day is your off day? Because of course
We
you
call
would know
it
about
off.
that, Oct.
No,
Call it
we
just being off.
we all have that one crush that we look back on and be like, ew.
Not
Oh,
a
is that-
why
crush.
was I into
They
that?
were in a relationship. It was not a crush.
The crush progressed. It happened.
Oh my god, Ox. Funny hair dude who played for Chicago Bulls. Yeah, one of the best defensive players of the ever.
I don't watch basketball or care about basketball.
Yeah, I know you don't. You're stupid.
Whoa!
No,
All right,
I
let's talk
I'd
about-
rather not
Wow,
watch
what
men
a-
play
what
with
a
balls. I'm not into that.
It's a pile of balls.
Are you just here to derail things?
Yeah.
Anderson.
Oh my god, can we replace this guy?
Wow, finally. you
And
admit
who
it.
was the one who originally insisted on there being an on-topic thing going on here?
There was an
Well,
on-top
he
of
hasn't
things.
offered anything past that. He
Look at
used to.
Claude. Claude's a thing. Prime 4. Not many
Yeah,
people
let's
are gonna
get
use it. Let me
Metroid
talk
Prime
about
4.
that. It's not that crazy. Not many people can use it that well.
Such nuance, Oct.
Okay, so
What
yeah,
else are you
let's
gonna
get into
add?
that. Yeah. What else?
What do
Go
you
ahead,
want?
Oct.
Okay. Well, lethality spam. That's pretty scary. I don't want to deal with that.
Okay.
So
Okay.
let's talk about ways to deal with him.
Okay.
What? We haven't even
Delete the
established
game.
what he does.
Yeah, let's okay,
Let's
so
back
here,
up a
let's
little
start it from
Fine.
the
How
top.
do people
Well,
follow your
okay, we'll-
thought process if this is how it is?
First
We'll
of all,
go into counters later.
We haven't even talked about. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, well, can you pause the screen so I can read the weapon?
You don't what?
well,
You can
Pause
go
the
to
first
Play News
call-
and read it.
attack speed prime, is that a whole new skill line? Because good luck tapping that.
It looks new.
It
Yeah.
could be. Yeah, because the
Um,
icon looks really weird.
The other question is it going to be just for ranged units, or will it be also for melee
It
units?
can also be locked to movement type as well.
It could also be movement type lock, but it could be distant counter or post counter, in which case rip this an AS solo. Of course you need both.
You
Four
wanna
buff
check out the
statuses,
full
which by
art
the
of
way,
the
Claude
units
only
in the
gives
banner.
himself 3.
Fuga's art is
So
not
you need to
out
figure
yet,
out where to get
but
that
the
fourth
full art
one.
of the banner units
Unless you
is
have,
Nimdom.
Deep Star, in which case, bam, there's your fourth.
Oh yeah, that's because he only needs it during enemy phase, so
Yep.
he's fine. He's
So
good.
that's the whole idea. He does not get close counter unless he deep stars or gets another buff status from somewhere else.
Cranya.
I
Yeah.
think that's fine. He should be. He's expected to deep star.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's really cool that they built him in just the perfect way to make that work. But definitely, you need to use him first in initiation for close counter.
Yeah, I'm just
that
not
said-
sure how well that skill line is gonna be, just because it's very restricted.
If it's
Needy.
close counter only, there's not going to be a lot of close counter units that value it.
The only two
close
heroes
counter-
I
yeah.
thought to use attack speed prime, or prime in general, was Claude, obviously for attack and speed, but Asker, dual Asker. If they ever do attack defense prime or something like that.
Yeah,
Well,
if they do
Dual
other
Emir
stat
would like
primes.
it as well.
Krania would love it, of course, if she has access to
Dual
it.
Emir, tanky. There are certain tanky ranged units who have a pretty good presence.
The problem is
Um,
we are on attack speed, and I don't.
Well, yeah,
know
no, I'm
how
saying
many...
just the skill line.
Well,
in
yeah,
general.
the skill line is great, but how many units even want the speed attack speed?
Attack
variant?
speed is.
How
gonna
are you
be
supposed to
quite
even
rare.
get 4 in general for most characters?
Yeah, that's like the biggest thing for most characters is
Yeah, most
getting
units
4
do not.
buffs.
I mean, if you're building around it, it's fine, but most
Well,
units cannot
even
get
then,
buffed.
it's not fine because you need the entire team to still back
Yeah,
with one hero.
Well, Eliwood provides 3 buff statuses on his own. Katria already provides 2 just for the
Okay,
weapon.
Eliwood is not a compelling argument because you have to spend at least 2 slots for him, and that hero that you use has to be he has to be able to enable that character because he
Oh
doesn't.
yeah, yeah, go on.
Because it's not free, it's not automatic. There have been teams where like I wanna have this buff on this character, but I have another hero who's taking the buffs.
My Legion is way too much attack. Yeah, no. I mean, it's not perfect. Although, are there any other units besides Eliwood that give more than 3 buff or the same amount of buff statuses? Like Asker gives 2. I know that,
Yeah.
which is only halfway there. But like an Oath 4 buff would give you 3. If you really do need to either have a unit that's all about buffing, which not a lot of units are
Legendary
like that.
Crom.
Legendary Crom is obvious. In fact, actually, this might... Well, it might
So
be
Crom
one of his best
Lucina?
options. Yeah.
Crom Lucina would like it, yeah.
If Cav Crom can use it, then that might be interesting as well.
When we get
Depending on
attacked-
if it can be DC.
when we get attack Res Prime, Ninja Camilla could
Ninja
end up
Mill
enjoying
probably
it.
be nice with... But she needs so many buff statuses. She's gone...
That is-
She's starting from 0.
She is starting from 0, but she's the kind of unit that you buff up a lot.
She
so.
can't use Eliwood, so...
Well,
very
good luck
well,
making
so
it work.
good luck.
I don't even know
Yeah.
how you're gonna argue this.
That one sounds like hell.
Legendary Bear Robin, yay!
Robins are going to probably be able to use it decently. Not going to argue that.
Yeah.
I hope we get an actual speed granting close counter skill soon. And
And
we're
yeah,
not
of course,
stuck with this
obviously the
stringent thing
Askers
for too
will
long
use it
inside.
well because they give themselves 2 buff statuses.
But they don't want the.
But this is not that stringent. You literally just get buffed for force. I mean, okay,
4
it's
is
pretty
not
stringent.
that easy. You have to
yeah,
have a team.
it's. Yeah, that's.
I
It's
only have
not
like
that
one
stringent
team.
if you explicitly need like if you're at a position where you're going to use a close counter unit, you're probably going to want them to be well buffed.
Dude,
But
if
it does require very strategic planning.
you have the like newer heroes, then I can see it. Like
Yeah.
last year Flame Tribe The dual or harmonic? Which one was it again?
It was a harmonic.
Harmonic Tana?
Harmonic Tana. Like heroes like those would really help out, right? But
I mean, the Kadane banner literally is 2 buff statuses on basically everybody. Which
right, but
Kadane
that's
Male Pilot actually is probably pretty good for this.
you have to start there, and then you still have to get buffs afterwards to make good use of each bit.
Yeah, but you can still get, if you run like Oath 4, that's 1 buff right there. So.
Yes, Oath 4 is going to be the easy one, or Alarm, or Pledge. But
I think, especially with like the speed like variation, that not because how many units are you gonna like? Assuming it's only for ranged units, there's not many like speedy range units that you are gonna want to have close counter on.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's why
it's gonna be.
That's why it's limited.
I mean,
in this
nice because it's very easy to get to the 9 if you're a unit built around bonuses. So, for those kinds of units, this is gonna be like your ideal Clash side grade, with the potential of going straight up to close counter if you get all the way up to 4. But
I think Defense Res Prime is going to be pretty interesting.
Yes,
but
Def Res Prime is going to be the real one to look at. And of course, all the speculation, and we don't know the inheritance restrictions, or even if it's just melee or ranged. Oh, obviously it's ranged, but if it's mutually exclusive, we don't know.
I feel like
that
it's
yet.
only.
Huh?
It's a lot. We'll need to see more on it, but I'm interested. It's just
Okay.
It's kind of niche.
It's very niche right now. So it has to be certain teams with like Citrine, Asker. Those would really help out. Ideally, the hero generates buffs themselves as well.
Ideally, that hero can live.
Ideally, that hero can live, and ideally, you can buff them without worrying about spacing, because that's the other big thing.
Yep.
It's not such a useful skill if you can only use it for 1 turn, and what if you're not fighting on that turn? So.
I mean, but immediately I'll say this: Kadeen Nino is going to probably be one of the units to look at because she has 50% first hit DR and buffs herself for the buff statuses right out the gate.
Chat, you better remove that Nino from your bench. I haven't seen her in a while, man.
I haven't seen her either. This
Finish
is as
fodder.
close as she's going to get to valuable, though.
Isn't she on a banner right now?
I don't think she's on.
She
the banner.
is
I thought
DSH
she was
banner.
on the DSH.
Oh, she's on DSH. Whoops.
Yeah. Look, pull her now, guys. She's gonna be meta. Don't trust.
No, I would not go that far. Oh boy.
Hey, why don't you give it to Brave Violet and then remember that preempt doesn't work like that.
Yeah, preempt
for
will
win.
just not work on close range, you know.
Or advantage for win.
Special. But yeah, this is definitely gonna be. It's just gonna need more to SI restrictions and whatnot. So we'll see more on it tomorrow. But cautiously optimistic.
I think it's something for the future where these kind of buffs are going to happen more and more often. If a free-to-play weapon can buff you for null follow-up, null panic, yeah, that's the future.
I think the Legendary Claude post remix might be able to use this well.
Oh, big time. It's it's almost like it's Claude. Yeah.
Really? Huh.
Would have thought. Yeah, no. With the buff meta in general being much better than it used to be. I mean, look at Garrick. He can literally provide you 2 buff statuses just for existing and having less HP than him. So, it's not impossible that the buff meta becomes easy enough where this isn't that bad. It's just, as it is, it's probably going to be a bit niche. Even if it has a valuable one.
Okay, but what is not niche is lethality spamming. Why does he get to do that?
Yeah, so looking at him, 2 attack speed per buff status and penalty status on foe, on top of his attack speed 5, plus speed def -5, plus 9 attack speed on A. Without even looking at lethality spam, Claude, with his Oath 4, can get up to 34 attack and speed through his kit alone. And that's without talking about penalty statuses, or, because I don't even think I included it here, his, Deep Star effect. Like, he's gonna be really fast.
Yeah, it's kind of nice they also kept a bit of his original weapon. The Cunning Bow has the bonus and penalty checks in it.
Yeah, this definitely is the epitome of Claude's, that's for sure.
Yep. So his dagger seems to do everything. Is that the best dagger in the game?
It certainly feels like it, yeah.
I can't think of a better dagger. Because the Shura Blade sure as hell isn't. It's Swift Slice that makes Shez good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Aside from, I mean, Kugger and Orochi's dagger is
I think
Very
the
good. But
stagger's
even
better than
this, I think this is better though. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But really quickly, also on Deep Star, God, what an upgrade! This is the reason why I was so weirded out by Dagger's B slot, because all they did was Pathfinder for herself and her ally, which was not really herself because they were gonna do it anyways.
Yep. Yeah, the Pathfinder buff is nice, but it wasn't too much of an improvement. This is just fixing the problems and adding extra.
Yep. So Kanto, a lot of people had that talk before, right? Like, hey, we like Claude. We wish he had Kanto for our legendary Claude.
Or we like Summer Claude, but we wish his Kanto wasn't the worst Kanto in the game.
Now here, take the easiest Kanto to use, Kanto 1 instead of Kanto Rem.
Yep.
And
So,
then, yeah,
Mhm.
30% first hit. First of all, it's not just the first hit, it's Brave Hit as well now, which is huge.
Yeah, matters a
You
lot.
can't cheese Claude like that anymore. But also has a little DR regardless of what happens in the enemy phase, which is nice. Keeps the gravity, but then also it doesn't get screwed up in Summoner Duels finally, because it is explicitly the first combat initiated by the foe, which it should have been this whole time. That's so much better. Like, this Claude's actually viable in Summoner Duels. He's going to be able to go in, gravity, probably kill something, because without even going into his weapon, he's going to do that. And then retreat. Gravity makes things harder to reach. Also, it's another penalty status for stats. And he's basically impossible to kill.
Yeah, he gets 80% and then that stacks with the 30%, so he ends up getting
That'd be 20,
extra, 87 or so. Or
86% DR.
Yeah, 86%.
It's not that much, but
But still.
yeah. And then no follow-up, defensive and offensive, which Summer Cloud lacked. So he's not even gonna get doubled very often because of his absurd speed.
That
And
gravity
Brave Hits.
combo,
Yeah.
right? The gravity combo of Kanto though is what really gets me. That's how you use it perfectly.
Yep, that's why Summer Claude is in some ways better than Legendary, because he can, if it works, go in, kill something, come out, and inflict gravity, basically making him untouchable. And if you do touch him, especially in this case, it's not going to do anything. You Brave Hits, auto follow-ups don't work, you need a DR Pierce him, or you're basically doing nothing. So, yeah, that's absolutely insane.
I assume Legendary Claude will still get Fallen Star 2 and not Deep Star.
Yeah, I wish you would get this though, because that new buff
Well, whatever upgrade they're gonna make is gonna be quite similar in IMO. So
I think it'll at least have the Kanto. I'm sure of that.
It's
and
just the
it'll
buff
have
status.
some of these.
Because Fallen Star buff is bad compared to Deep Star buff.
That is true, but they could improve the Fallen Star buff, I think.
They'd have to make a new buff. I just hope they take this instead. But yeah, definitely give some help to Legendary Claude on that not too far out remix, relatively speaking. But yeah, no, that's an insane B slot right out the gate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't like. Why does he get a layers damage reduction? That's so weird to me.
Yeah, it's so gratuitous.
Because.
Like, you don't need to. But the fact that regardless of what he does, he has a little bit of DR in the enemy phase, potentially a little more than amazing DR for some reason if he uses Deep Star in the player phase. That's just nuts. Like,
I guess it's there. It's like if he somehow hasn't activated Deep Star in its enemy phase, and he still gets 30% DR, which is kind of funny.
Which means he could actually live some stuff, and then because it's attack speed prime, he'll be able to come back and just kill anyways.
Yeah, I don't.
So,
doesn't it feel like Prime was made for like one hero in mind?
It really is just made for Claude.
There's a lot of skills in the game nowadays. It just feels like it's made for one hero and only one hero only.
Or I guess the inverse can be said, the unit was made around a new skill. Like, for example, how Tiki was basically made explicitly to proc Iceberg, right? As soon as possible. It might have just been Glimmer.
But they
no
switched that up. They changed that. And now it's easier for other heroes to like duplicate. But yeah, this is on his own.
Yeah, this is like, because attack speed prime, specifically what's 4 buff status, is it? Oh, what do you know? If you do his combat loop, he gets to 4. Wow, that really simplified things. Well, thanks. Like, Yeah, that's gonna be absolutely insane. But also, this kit is basically just made for him and nobody else.
Yep.
And nobody else for a while, because who the hell is gonna have pre-fodder for attack speed prime 3?
Yeah, yeah. That's the other thing that's getting to me. Like, these tier 4 skills, they're just making fresh paths, which we can't path to. So what the hell are we supposed to do?
Yeah, they're slowly churning out tier 3 versions of some of them, but
slowly. It's not.
enough.
Yeah, like foddering is disastrous nowadays.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, at the very
I would
least,
make it so much
on its
easier.
own, but
They refuse to do it 5. They don't. They can't
Yeah.
count to 5.
I'm not expecting it.
Yeah, I'm not either, but alas.
But yeah, definitely though. I mean, I appreciate that this means that devoted skills are slowly becoming better than just forms and bonds. Because
That is
devoted
true.
skills have sucked ass for a while, but I mean,
Demoted
We're
skills,
getting
weapons,
catches.
everything demoted has gotten a lot better the last year and a half.
yeah. I mean, we're finally getting catches, but we're still not to clashes or finishes yet. And obviously now we have to worry about things like primes and scowls. So it's gonna be a while.
Yeah.
But yeah. On the other hand, that lethality spam is awesome. Just
Is it possible for him to get double lethality? Because this is what it
Yes,
looks like to me.
easily.
Oh
So-
my god. So that's the
so-
part that gets annoying to me. Yep.
Yeah, to clear up how that exactly works. So the first hit, each bonus gives him 1 cooldown, up to his max cooldown. Sorry, up to the cooldown he had at the start of the combat. So if, for example, he was at 2 cooldown lethality, he can get up to 2 cooldown pre-charge on first hit. It doesn't mean much, but it just means that he can't, like, if they scowl him, then he doesn't suddenly bounce back with 3. He can only get equal to what he had. But this follow-up is also based on number of bonuses, except it takes away the cooldown he had at the start of combat. So this one is actually uncapped. So if he has 7 buff statuses, for example, but he was at 3 cooldown lethality, he still gets 4 pre-charge on the follow-up. So that would be a guaranteed lethality. And in fact, it'd be guaranteed lethality through Scowl. So as long as he has 6 buff statuses going into combat, he will proc lethality on both hits, assuming he gets to them and doesn't get scowled. Straight up.
Okay, but you realize how dumb that is, right? You better have Scowl or you're basically bone. I don't know what's supposed to take 2 lethalities. If lethality can trigger, who survives 2?
You would have to have like an Aegis
Party.
Yeah.
Or like huge
Aegis.
on special DR.
Like
but
the rock
Orin.
status, yeah.
Yeah,
Dragon
Divine
Stone.
Painstone.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're basically relying on a lot of true damage reduction to save your ass, because... And the thing is, yeah, lethality cuts DR, and that's disastrous and whatnot. And yeah, Claude doesn't have a lot of damage scaling, just a lot of attack and speed scaling that kind of slowly scales up. It's still taking away 3/4 of your bulk. You're not using much to defend yourself. You better have, like, massive attack penalties, massive true DR, hardy, ideally, and even then, it still could absolutely go awry, no problem. And if you initiate into him, hypothetically speaking, he could literally do back-to-back lethalities, and you have nothing to counterattack with in the middle of that.
Mm-hmm.
So, also have fun with that.
So this is the new kind of heroes, essentially. Where you need multiple layers of bullshit reduction is essentially how we can talk about it. Because if you don't have damage reduction, he's not dying. And if you don't have a way to stop lethality, you're not living, is basically how it goes.
Yeah. That's why we're seeing things like Horin, like 7 true DR first hits, or like, you know, the 20% defense true DR, all that stuff. All this is supposed to specifically allow a weaker but consistent form of damage reduction against the absolute monster that is DR piercing. Because obviously if you have Claude's 80% first hit DR, nothing will kill you. But with how much pierces that, yeah, this does actually kind of go against Claude here, but it means you better be doing something else or you're toast. And thus Claude preys on most of the meta because most units don't do that. And for those who do, you tell me that Asker's gonna live 2 lethalities. Come on. Like, it's pretty unreasonable.
All right. So, chat, how many of you guys would say, what would you rate Claude as?
5.
If it's not 5, I don't know what 5 is. Essentially how it
Well, our
goes.
first vote was 1 star, so
Sorry, that was
Oh,
me.
you
My hand slipped.
I see.
truly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna go and do is...
So the way I see it, okay, so going back to this, when we started this out, I still stated this. I still prefer dual Calgaro because she fits like a more clear-cut role for me. Claude is interesting because his damage potential is higher, his survivability is higher, and he could, in many cases, be a true dual-phase hero. And his annoyance factor is massive because gravity plus Kanto is dumb. It's really dumb.
The fact
So-
that you have for support is nuts because of that gravity.
Right. But I don't see him sweeping a team by himself.
Not technically.
I mean, I've
But-
seen Legendary Claudes do that in the past, but it gets really iffy because they have no way of healing and their damage output's not the greatest.
Yeah, I mean, in this case, your damage output is absolutely great, but yeah, you still don't have a lot of sustain, and after your second combat, first combat player phase, second combat enemy phase, you do not have a ton of bulk sustaining you. It's definitely not clear-cut at all, but this one at least has a chance because of the 30% DR.
Mhm.
Kinda.
Well, no, he's not like Lysithea. Lysithea moves better, does more damage. Actually, I'm not sure about doing more damage, but he survives better, so
Yeah.
he has bulk, which is important.
Lysithea is all or nothing. She is literally nothing but damage on damage.
Speaking
And
of-
also damage that can actually be nullified by buff immunity, by penalty immunity, by not having buffs or penalties to deal with. Whereas Claude is just straight up lethalities.
Speaking of Lysithea, I tried playing SD the other day, and I got completely swept by a T-time Lysithea with a legendary Alir support, and I never want to touch that game again.
That sounds right.
Yeah,
What am I
That
supposed to do against that? I can't.
yeah.
You cry. That's what you're supposed to do.
Screw Alir with Lysithea, actually. That one's kind of freaking toxic.
It is.
All these units with no DR Pierce. Whoops. Never mind.
Chat, how does anyone keep up with this game anymore? Like, what? How are you supposed to keep up with this game? Ugh, every single banner is just more stupid heroes meant for E3 raids and summer duels.
They can only summon rules, which, makes sense, but also, ugh.
If everyone's stupid,
So
then
many
nobody
support
is.
effects.
That's,
You realize-
that's the process.
Going forward, I'm probably gonna play 1 summer duels per its run, and even then, I'm probably gonna be top 3K just forever going forward.
I'm top 1K, and I basically don't have to worry about that ever.
Yeah, like
Even though,
it's,
like last season, I played only 3 matches because I've been busy with stuff. But even still, I won 1 match, top 1K. Still maintain tier, no problem. I'm not going towards silver medal or gold medal, but I'm easily coasting there. No
yep.
problem. It's just not enough people. And then, of course, the people that are there are the freaking 7,300 whales that actually have no souls and will just crush you.
Yeah, the whales.
That's where it really...
They're the reason this game's still alive.
But man, they're the reason why you have to see every ugly facet of the meta sometimes.
Yes, it's called futility.
Yeah.
You think you're playing the game, you're just there for him to farm your ass.
Yeah, basically. You look like you have a chance, but you didn't see the Wings of Mercy for legendary male Robin coming in, with a Brave Robin coming in thereafter, with a pre-charged Ignis instead of a Bonfire.
You think you're gonna do damage? You think you can kill 1 hero?
Well, they ended turn with Corrin. There's your Divine Vein, and oh, what's this? There was actually a Summer Emir this whole time, so you were one-shot potential with like an AoE or something is... Well, not AoE, but just in general is out the window. Oops.
Yeah. That's how it feels like playing these players. It's just like, it stops being about can I win, it's like can I kill a hero?
Can I counteract every angle that they have covered with their team because they have the SI to make a lot of the flaws of that comp disappear.
Yeah.
So let's just be clear about one thing, and this is partially leaning into what I was thinking about with Catria's bow. Inheritable skills these days are insane.
Mm-hmm.
And as a result, whales have the natural predisposition not only to just have better units, but to have better skill sets for them. Even for the ones that already have premium ones, there's just so much verticality to kits these days. You could make a yeah.
Yes, verticality with how they're gonna dunk you. Yeah, good. I got
exactly.
it.
Yeah, they're gonna drop you from 100 feet in the air because they have all these skills piled up that are just like, they completely fundamentally change the unit. I mean, easy example, look at Legendary Crom. His base kit's kind of okay,
Yeah.
but what if you slap on like Hexblade, Physical No Follow-Up, and Pledge? Well, suddenly he's a completely different unit now, and he's doing all this extra stuff that other Croms don't. And even though he may just be like +1 or something, he is so much further ahead than other ones that he's just going to screw you over in ways you could never even dream with a basic kit.
Yeah.
And the same thing applies to like the bow, the inheritable bow. Yeah, it's a stat-wise bow with just no follow-up buff in there. But you could slap on like Seal 4s, Desperation 4, finishes, Hexblade, all this stuff, and just change the unit completely, even though their weapon stays the same. And it just adds a whole layer of gap between people that really is only started to develop within the last couple of years. It's nuts.
Yeah, if you don't have good units, it's not you can't out-strategize people.
If you don't, it's not even the good units. If you don't have the good skill sets on them, because sometimes a unit needs a whole new skill set to reach their true meta potential, and they can even be somewhat recent for that. That's the insane part. But yeah, also meta chasing is very prominent in this game, and look at these past couple seasonal banners. I'm trying to downplay Kaguro, for example, because yeah, she might fall off a bit in the future, but I know in the present she's going to be one of the top Summoner Duels units, and will be for quite a while. That's just how things are. Look at Ira, same thing happened. Alir, same thing's gonna happen if it hasn't already. And
one banner after the other.
Exactly. With the exception of new heroes, usually. Those ones tend to be pretty tame. But surprise, those are main pool units. Nevertheless, though, it's banner to banner. The meta changes in a completely different way. Sometimes it's a little more manageable. I think the Tea Time banner, with the exception of Ira, is
even if it's manageable for like one banner, there's another banner in the month, another 2 banners in the month, and the Legendary Hero Mythic Hero.
And I mean, I'm trying, again, slightly trying to downplay Tea Time as though Lysithea with Alir isn't absolutely broken. Then you look at this banner and it's like, woof. Yeah, so much of that. And we'll see what happens with the next banner after that. Screw it. We'll see what happens with the refines tomorrow, which that's a thing.
Oh yeah, tomorrow is not going to be super late. That's actually really awesome.
Yeah, but there's also going to be more. And of course, you have Sacred Seals as well at reset. So that's lovely. Yeah. Yeah, tomorrow's going to be a huge day because that's Choose Your Legends refines.
Yes, that's what I'm looking forward to. If Marth is bad, I'm quitting the game.
They can't do that to him. Come on, man. We're talking about how ridiculous this meta is. Marth, of all people, getting a refine isn't gonna at least make him compliant with that.
Marth gets cucked. He's the only hero to get cucked.
Not even Itsuki.
Man, that'd be so depressing.
Wow, the Mirage Falchion is better than Genesis Falchion.
If Marth is the worst refine tomorrow, I will be absolutely floored.
I'll be perplexed, yeah.
Granted, I think that he needs the least improvement to reach a state of viability, but to have him be the worst one would make no sense.
He's still viable IMO, it's just he needs to compete with other God Swords, which he doesn't do.
Exactly, the other God Swords and they're all from the sphere, I'll do more. But no, compared to like Brave Erica's okay too, but she has no DRPers. Or dare I even mention Gatekeeper Marianne and how little relevance they have right now? Like, Martha's fine. It's just, more. But then again, man, it's like, man, you want more out of these units. These units are like 2 years old and we're some of the most meta-defining units with the exception of Gatekeeper for a while. Damn.
I think Boss will get the worst one because Flyers take the L somehow.
Byleth isn't.
I think you're a little,
Yeah, I
you're
think
a little early.
you're early. Yeah.
Wait a bit on that.
Wait a bit to say that Byleth will be the worst, which I sadly have to agree with unless they somehow really change her.
Don't worry, he's probably gonna be the best Godsword unit in the game. I highly doubt that.
Robin. It's really just Robin is just
Well,
so
the anti-God
unique.
sword.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I also don't
I
like
mean-
fighting Fallen Female Byleth, which also kicks Mars' ass.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I mean,
some...
if Marth gets Bulwark, that'd be nice, but Divine Pulse is just so freaking good.
this is what I want from Mars Refined chat. All right. If Marth is deployed, you win. That's what I want to see.
Yay!
I think in
like one
some
of those,
cases that'll be true, but we'll just have to see.
No, if you
There was a time like that.
If you deploy Marth with 4 other Marths, you combine the Marth Zodia. And
The
you
Mars.
just win.
They have to be all
Oops, I have-
different marks.
Who was the worst
I have-
UL Refined?
The worst choose Lyn.
Yeah, well, Lyn is inarguably the worst.
Who's the second
Either
worst?
Lyn or Veronica.
Second to worst? Yeah, I would say.
Well, Veronica upon
after
release
Lyn.
was really good.
Oh, absolutely, but the Refine, garbage.
If we're
Relative.
counting the fact that Roy got the same refine as Ellie would, then I would say Roy.
Roy got screwed, but it was a really good Refine.
At the time, it was really nice. Yeah.
Arguably, it was the second best Refine on that batch. But
Yeah, but then
Yeah,
Ellie was
after Ike.
spotlight completely.
after
Is this
those
why they
two,
stopped doing
though-
Camilla
Yeah.
then? Because if you looked at it, the healers actually didn't get much.
No, they didn't.
Mhm.
Camilla got a little
Understand.
more. She actually has stats.
Yeah.
Decent
She did.
stats.
Yeah,
But-
a lot of stats actually.
Yeah, and a cool support effect, but it's still not insane.
Which
especially
brave hero
relative
do you
to
feel the worst for?
Roy, and that's really just
yeah,
because of Hollywood.
Nah. I got somebody else. Go ahead.
Huh.
I'm curious.
I feel like Roy or even Veronica at this point, but
Veronica's okay. Oh, Ephraim.
Because
yeah, I
Vector
actually
and him
do
were on the
feel
same
bad.
banner, and despite him actually being good, nobody cared.
Literally, it's just that Garm is a pretty solid refine, but our
I
Maltet
used
was
to a lot
literally
back in
just
the day.
Maltet was the best refine.
I
for
actually used him and
years.
Hector together, and I used him as an armor march unit. And
I
Vector
refined
was-
both, and for a while I used both, but it very
Yeah.
quickly became clear that Ephraim was not going to get used over Hector.
He is
ever.
Brave Ephraim still. I have a Brave Ephraim with close save. I just don't use him.
He
Yeah,
does.
same.
It's at this point, it's really just a stat matter plus Edelgard, but I mean, he does have some potential. It's just
At the very least, his uniqueness is that he's an auto follow-up with offensive null follow-up.
if we ever get
and
Wary Fighter 4, it might be interesting. Yeah,
The most fancy
Yes.
thing we did with him was run Worry Fighter on him.
exactly.
That
Yeah.
was so stupid.
I mean, it worked.
It technically
basically
works.
well,
That was the coolest thing you could do on him
Yeah.
at the time. So we
made
did
him
it.
basically a dual phase Vector without the Savalin slaying, but
You know the important things.
yeah, you know the things that made Vector G. It really, a lot of it really was also just slaying. Getting slaying diff is just. There was no saving Ephraim at that
Hector
point. but,
was
yeah.
annoying, bitch. He still is annoying.
He's still one of the better saviors.
Yeah, like if you fight him, and you're not, you don't have the right heroes, and he's hardy fightered. Yeah, he's still annoying.
Yeah. I still use Vector. I plan to wean off him a bit when I get Corrin, so I have a speed option.
Yeah, I've started actually teching to Corrin now, and I've noticed she has some
Wean
much
off
better
of him,
match.
huh? Sounds like
I'm
you're on
not gonna-
drugs.
I have been using Vector for
You're not
4 years.
You're a
feels like it.
Vector addict.
I literally have I used Vector on
Yeah.
every single Ether Raids offense fight for 2 years straight.
Yeah,
So,
dude.
yeah, you can argue.
I remember because back in the day we were talking about like what you run in Ether Raids, and you just all you ever talked about was Vector.
You were one
So
of
it
the
was just
first Hardy
ridiculous what it
Vector.
could do.
I remember when
And yeah.
Hardy first came out, and you were
Yeah.
Up on Hardy Vector and Mr.
Nobody thought of
Sanguine
it.
Knight. You were not a huge fan of it. You were like,
I don't even want to talk about Vector.
I mean, at the time, Hardy Vector seemed more like tech when you had Special Fighter, because man, I could retaliate with a bonfire.
I think at
and
the
a
time,
guard.
I didn't even know why he would need it, because he was already annoying enough.
Exactly, he was already tanky enough, but come
But
to
then
find
it
out that...
became more necessary, yeah.
And also the fact that having 75% DR is still nuts to this day. Hardy Fighter is still good to this day. Like, man, who would have thought that would happen?
Lee, I didn't have to deflect magic thing. I tried that out, and then I switched to a breath skill, and I stuck to breath always, and I always preferred
I
it.
use a bit of both right now. It depends.
I
on
don't
the
eat glue. I would like to say that.
I'm using a lot more Gale Force these days. Full disclosure.
Why not?
Plus 10 hearts and plus 10 corns.
I'm using more Gale Force these days until I get Corrin, but I have been using Rudolph fairly consistently.
Once you get
Good old Rudolph.
back to that glue.
Sheesh. Once Corrin's back, glue's on the menu, guys. Woo!
Oh my god.
Soon enough,
Crafty
I won't be
4
able to-
wed. Hardy 4 wed. I'm gonna quit. Don't talk to me about Hardy 4.
Hardy 4 is gonna happen, and I don't know what the hell that means, but it's gonna happen.
Hardy 4.
Hardy
If
4 is
unit
gonna be
equips
badass.
skill, unit cannot die.
Hardy 4
Just
has
one
a-
new line description.
Does Hardy 3
Watch.
already scored 300 SP?
No,
It's 240.
it's 240. Also,
Oh
it
yeah, we
doesn't
had that
matter
talk.
because-
That's why I didn't put on my big guard.
Also, you gotta consider we don't have tier 4 defensive skills yet. Outside of, godlike.
Just so you know, unlike you guys, I only have Hardy on 2 characters that I use.
I have Hardy on Vector, I have it on Rudolph,
I think
and then I
just
use
did-
it on
I have
Morphe sometimes.
I just have it on Vector and Rudolph. I think that's it. I can't think of. Well, I have a few.
well,
but I don't
technically
use it.
Grima, but no, duh.
No, mine's Grima and
What shall
Fjorm.
happen
And you wanna know
first?
why?
Hardy 4
They come with
or
Hardy
armor
Fighter.
exclusive upgrade
And
to
you
the
never
Pavon
arcane
slash
inherited
Aegis
it?
defensive
No, I'm
specials.
not. I have a bunch of them. I refuse to do it.
Do it.
I gave it to.
Wow.
I honestly gave it more so to Mortis for Miracle. As stupid as that sounds.
I've seen the Hardy for Mortis. That makes me sad.
I mean, it's the
If
way
you do
to make
close
them
save,
work.
if you do close save, it's fine. But I know.
But you could do armored bacon with it.
He does use Beacon well, but honestly, I think you kind of need to hardy him for him to stand a chance of living some of these range threats. If in a Summoner Duels context. That's the way I see it. It's just that Mortis is so honest with his DR, which is really stupid to say, but it's kind of true.
Will come first, Hardy 4 or armor exclusive upgrade to Pavise Aegis defensive specials. I can't tell. They're both going to be heavily delayed.
If either of those things happen, it's gonna be nuts. I mean, absolutely nuts. Because, technically speaking, there is a very real chance that Aegis and Pavis get tier 4s for armors. I see that happening. I just don't know what that implies.
It implies no one has foot anymore.
Oh yeah.
Well, besides the obvious, yes. That
Bonus
would...
player.
But just to be clear, I mean, the whole point with Hardy right now, you just get past the Hardy shot, you kill. Or you somehow stop
You make that
Hardy.
sound like it's so easy.
Well, at least Claude can kind of do that.
Well, actually, Claude is even actually, yeah, no. Claude technically does it better. But, like, Asker, for example, is really good at doing that with his guard tempo. Like, some units are just better equipped to screw over Hardy, mostly guard users, Spiral 4 users with guard. Like, the idea that Hardy is so exploitable by special manipulation, I feel like that'd be the thing they target, with defensive specials being upgraded or with Hardy getting upgraded. So, fear that, because if any of those weaknesses get patched, that's gonna cause real insane kill saviors.
I already think that
free weapons screw that, yeah.
I already think they're annoying enough. And when you think of the new Horde, for example, who doesn't even need Hardy Fighter, I think thinking about Hardy Fighter is too small-brained, because I think the future is going to be even worse than that.
That's what, yeah. That's actually the thing. We have DR sources right now that are just kind of better than Hardy. thanks to things like corn. Like, we're starting to see a meta that doesn't really focus on it, and focuses more on outsourcing your DR to various types, and also being in classes that don't need it.
Yeah.
But that could also mean in the future we come right back around to having a new Hardy Fighter 4 or more defensive specials, and suddenly it's back on the menu as a whole new item. That's even more terrifying than it was before.
Yeah, we're on that meta where you're not allowed to have fun.
It's the
On both
anti-fun
sides.
meta. That meta always builds up. That's one meta that will never stop evolving.
Offense and defense, they're constantly at clash with each other. New tank becomes nigh unkillable. Release a nuke that makes them basically killable. Honestly, in some cases, without effort.
All the while, all the Gen 1 heroes sit on the bench and just watch it all happen.
They just wait for you to give them Arcane if you love them.
Hey, Arcane Darkbow, some Archer, and they might be able to do damage.
Oh boy, Arcane Darkbow Setsuna, hooray.
Yeah, I can't wait to see Arcade Setsuda, yay.
I actually have already seen it. It's just so sad.
I have Arcane on Clarice, and it
attack.
reminds me.
I hope people like do some math because those heroes still suck.
Yeah, I've done it.
I get you did it out of love, but like.
God,
Yeah,
I mean,
you better hope they
I
get a
needed
responder or
Alcrest.
something.
I was gonna just use Alcrest. I didn't really care about the Arcane Darkbow too much for other units. But yeah, using an Clarice and not having a B slot that does much damage, it makes me realize, holy shit, I can't do damage.
Did you remember Clarice used to be good?
Yes.
Back in those days,
I do remember
right
that
after
she.
Refine.
Yeah, well, okay, to be fair, I actually still like her Refine for like for Arena Assaults. Honestly, in some cases over Arcane, because it adds that extra chip layer that's very simple and very easy to use. The Fire Sweep is really nice. But
you have to use it with a support partner.
Yes, it works. Arcane, sure, it makes her work like a normal unit, but oh my god, those base stats.
Atrocious.
There's a difference between a unit with 32 base attack and a unit with 46. I'll just put it that way. And it's not a simple one.
What if Inti's giving us a lot of nukes because Hardy 4 is coming? Well, I can't keep up with the meta, dude. How many heroes do they expect us to pull for?
Orin's already
All
kind
of
of
them.
indicative of the way the tanks are going, just to be clear. Because Corrin has so many different safeguards against these units.
Yeah,
she might get overwhelmed. She might get overwhelmed by some of them. Like, I don't think Claude's going to be easy for her to deal with.
Good night,
But she
Phoenix.
absolutely has countermeasure. And that's the kind of stuff that IS is putting out to deal with these units. I mean, screw it, look at Anankos. He basically was the objective counter to Zelif. Like, could not have been more obvious. So, that they do have units that aren't Hardy based as the counterplay to this absurd meta. It's just, you know, the offensive meta is coming back into play now. And then it'll go back the other way again. That's just how it is. Back and forth.
Hopefully people are still around by the end of that.
Well, we've been here for this long. I mean, I can't wait to see how Claude does into Asker, because I get a feeling Asker's ridiculous bulk as a ranged unit nuke is gonna look a little more normal after that.
Yeah, after 2 lethalities to the face, he's not gonna live.
I mean, you literally get a demonstration here with Kagura killing Asker, so...
Yeah, although, was he within 3 spaces of an ally here?
Easy. 2 spaces.
Okay. Or 2 spaces.
Well, it's a 3-space weapon, but yeah, he was in 2 spaces of an ally. Yeah. Nope. That's just the way things are. The way things go these days.
I'm so glad you didn't say that's how the cookie crumbles or some bullshit.
That's how the cookie crumbles.
Ew, why'd you say it like that?
Drop buttons.
Why are you like Wish Mickey?
Wish Mickey?
Yeah, like
Okay, so
the app.
have you seen Shrek?
No.
Oh, right, the gingerbread.
Oh my
that
god,
was supposed to be a gingerbread. No, I was kidding. I
Ox!
have seen it. I'm
Ox!
just kidding.
Are,
You just sounded like
are you
off-brand
2 years
Mickey.
old?
Hey, Ock, what's the Smash Mouth song that was featured in Shrek?
I don't know the actual like name of this. Oh wait, what is it called? I know it's like somebody wants to be.
Okay, at least you know the lyric.
You know
yeah.
the meme. Yeah.
I do not know the name of the song, unfortunately.
I can't believe he's
Yes.
dead. What the hell?
Yeah,
How old
that-
was he?
It's sad.
56, I believe?
Yeah,
Wait.
Oh my god.
Look what you started in chat.
That's so young.
Yeah.
For a death.
Yay, that's the way the cookie
Well,
crumbles, Nimchir. I know that
absolutely
phrase more
tragic.
from Bruce Almighty.
Yeah.
That
Bad
movie with Jim
alcoholism.
Carrey.
Basically wrecked his life.
Yeah, it's
And there was
All-Star.
news. There was news yesterday that said he was in hospice care, and
That wasn't even
he would
yesterday. That
have-
was a few hours ago. A few hours before.
Wait, he
really?
died that quickly? What the shit? He was in
I thought
hospital and
it
he
was
still
4
died
hours.
that quickly?
Well, I know it was within 24 hours. But
Yeah.
But it was they were expecting he had maybe like a week to live, but no, he died well within 24 hours.
What
Yeah.
the shit? Liver failure, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
I
what?
confirmed that was, yeah.
How did it fail so quickly?
let me double check what exactly.
That feels
it
like
was.
it's especially fast. The heck?
Yeah, that was the
Uh,
official cause, though. I'm sure that was what I heard.
There was a specific condition he had. Let me double check this.
Oh, well, there may have been an associated condition.
Remember, chat. Don't drink alcohol or you'll die.
Yeah, acute liver
If you do-
failure.
If you do so, don't do so in huge amounts. Do so in moderation.
No, if you drink even a sip, you will die. Remember that.
You will die.
Yeah,
Well, I
it's
guess I'm dead
gross.
then.
Don't drink a sip.
Yeah, you're
Gross.
gonna die.
Yeah, it's he had cardiomyopathy, heart condition, nondescript, and Wernicke's encephalopathy, which, if I remember correctly, that is
Possibly a word. I can't tell though.
Man, I do not understand how doctors say all these complex words. I'm like,
acute neurological condition characterized by clinical triad of ophthalmophoresis with
What the
nystagmus,
fuck?
ataxia, and confusion.
I do know the prefix.
Why-
But
If you are alive, you will die. Yeah, Casey understood what I was trying to say. You would die anyways.
It is commonly known as wet brain.
Oh,
I've
wet
heard of
brain,
that.
but your brain is already wet.
mine is very dry. What do you mean?
Yeah, yours is also very
it is.
smooth.
That is not.
So it's
not
characterized
no.
by paralysis for eye movements, ataxia, which is
What? What? That's
Lack
way
of-
worse than I thought it was.
voluntary muscle coordination, and confusion. Are the three major characteristics.
So
And that's
he
just one
died-
of the things he had.
He died, didn't even feeling like himself. What the hell? That's terrible.
Without being able to
Yeah,
really
it's
control his.
bad.
Yeah.
It's bad.
And from what I've read, it was a lot of it stems from the fact that his son died within like 6 months of being born from cancer. I
Oh,
wanna
he
say?
was depressed? Oh my god. What the hell? This is the worst dying story I've heard.
Well, that's usually what burns alcoholism, depression.
Well, yeah, but that's a particularly acute kind of.
Yeah, his
you can't just
son
replicate.
passed away
Yeah.
from acute lymphocytic leukemia at only 6 months.
Oh, leukemia.
2000.
Yeah,
What
that
the
can kill.
Wait,
some,
how
'cause
old
I've-
was his son?
6 months.
What the how do you get cancer at 6? Oh my god, that's terrible.
Yeah, I have a family member who had a son. He only lived to 8 or so. He died of.
I had a
lymphoma as well.
family member who had a son.
no,
what
I
the,
said-
what
no,
the
I'm-
fuck are you even saying?
I said I added on at the end. You didn't listen to the end. He died of
No,
lymphoma when he was.
I did listen to it, but like, what the hell? The way you describe things is so needless. Okay.
It was an aunt who had a son who died of lymphoma.
It's aunt.
You could say either one, aunt.
No, it is not. You cannot say aunt. It is not A-N-T. It's A-A-U-N-T.
Okay, you're from
excuse
Texas,
Oh my-
supposedly
I-
from Texas, so you don't know how to speak English, all
No, I
right?
do. I'm speaking English just fine.
Are
You
you?
think you are,
Canadians.
but really, you're not.
No, I am. I just don't like people who say aunt. I don't know. It's gross. It's
I alternate
disgusting.
between aunt and aunt, but okay. You're from Texas, and you're complaining
Okay.
about how other people speak.
Yeah, and yeah, you don't see me saying aunt. What's your excuse?
You don't say much of anything
'Cause you're
worth
not even-
listening to.
No, I do. I say a lot of wise words, like
Well, share some.
Go, it says, who's the hillbilly?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you got your answer.
Look, that was my Texas impression. Did you like it?
Yeah, it just came out. As soon as we talked about hillbillies, it just came out.
Yeah, did you like me feeding into the stereotypes? Are you satisfied yet?
No.
Wow.
Hard to be satisfied with you.
Okay, what do you want? Like horseback riding, some cow ranching?
Are you actually from Texas? What's the most Texan thing you've ever done?
I don't know.
It's probably.
Well, I'm trying to think. I've ridden a horse, but that was not
Yeah.
that was not in Texas. That was in Florida.
What the hell?
The most Texan thing you've done was in Florida.
The riding of the horse was kind of fun, but like it was.
I think you guys know I'm Canadian because I say sorry too often, but
we are superior, Velma, especially compared to what Kentucky. Nobody likes Kentucky.
Wait, Velma, you're in Texas as well?
Velma's in Kentucky.
In Kentucky, which is worse.
Oh,
Kentucky
well, yeah,
is
Kentucky
like
is worse.
Whole of America.
Yeah,
Is
buddy.
Kentucky Fried Chicken actually from Kentucky?
Yes.
Okay, so that's the
don't
best thing you guys
know.
have ever had.
That's
The
the
only thing. That and Derby.
except
and
the fact that the Colonel himself basically hated most KFCs, especially when they went past Kentucky.
Well, of course you would hate it.
Because they kept changing the recipe.
Wait, I heard he was
keeping out
racist.
ingredients.
But he
Well,
made
of
really good
course.
chicken.
Racist.
Racist Kentucky guy? Oh my god, what are you talking about?
At least
Racist
he wa-
cooking is the best cooking. They're really good at cooking.
At least he-
They're more racist the person, the better the cook they are.
You know, I'm not even going to delve into that statement.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay.
Okay.
Dex,
It-
all the
Just look
speedruns getting canceled.
Just look at Paula Dean. No, that's true.
Oh my! At least he wasn't racist in like the dating sim I played.
Who's Paula Dean?
My shit.
Paula
How do you
Dean.
not know
Oh,
Paula
Celebrity
Dean?
Chef Paula Dean.
Well,
Hey y'all, I'm Paula Dean.
Oh, that. I didn't understand that.
that woman, yeah, she's incredibly racist, but
But at least
how to
it's
cook.
butter.
I think you can get your priorities straight in life sometime soon, hopefully.
You know, at least I don't know. My
Glitch has
statement was-
arrived. What does
wasn't
Glitch have
neat
to
as-
say?
Oh,
Please
God.
stop apologizing. Do you know how pathetic you sound right now? You also keep apologizing for the mistakes that you keep repeating.
Damn, Glitch calling you out right now, saying, "How you gonna take that?"
Glitch is not even talking to me, dude. He's talking to himself.
I like to imagine he's talking towards you. Please.
Glitch, who are you talking to?
Obviously, you. Who else is apologizing?
Well, I mean,
Not me.
let's see. Let's see. He almost never listens. He hears one word and he just starts talking to himself. It's weird.
It is a unique phenomenon.
Arthur,
Andre
did
says,
you my
Glitch Pharaoh
message?
Fox need to be banned?
Oh my god.
People in denial. That is so true.
This is what I mean. He's just talking to himself. It's so what? How did he end up this way? He. If you go one day, chat. One day we'll go through his message history and you'll see he was a normal person at one point.
Also, go. I don't know what video you're talking about. Are you claiming to be like me to be like some kind of white girl?
Oh, Somnus,
Because,
you,
know,
made him break out of character? That sounds pretty interesting.
I freaking,
Glitch usually monologues. You don't understand. I think I think he's a schizo. That's not even me trying to be mean. We had a talk about this years ago.
Okay.
I remember that, yeah.
You know, I support schizophrenic people. You do you.
Wow, Octi Enabler, okay.
What? And I'm not gonna judge someone for their schizophrenia.
There's a difference
kind
between
of-
judging and enabling.
Go away. Damn, that was rude.
Wow, Andre got Glitch to break out into reality for a moment.
Come back later. Oh, I want to see this. I want to see this fight. This is like a snail versus like a turtle. Nothing's gonna happen, but you know they're gonna try.
Wow, are you calling them slow? That's kind of rude.
Wait, what
I
did the
did
turtle
not
kill the
interpret
snail?
that.
Who's the turtle? Who's the snail?
Well, I don't know.
Dude, this is your
I think-
example,
I
my
think
God.
Andre's the kind of turtle.
Andre's a kind of turtle.
Yeah, and then Lich is a snail.
Well, most snails don't talk to themselves, so.
How would you know? Have you ever talked to a snail? Have you ever asked the snail, "Hey, do you talk to yourself?" No.
Well, how would you know? Do you know about snails whether or not
Well,
they
it's definitely a possibility. You know, isn't thinking to yourself just talking to yourself, but non-verbally?
What the hell?
I feel like we all talk
that's a
to
bit of, That's a bit of a stretch.
Technically,
I'm not wrong. It's just you're more verbal about it. Like speaking to yourself is just like thinking to yourself, but it's out loud.
Okay.
This logic is
No, it's
trenching
alright.
himself with it.
So when you get schizophrenia, you're gonna just be like, I'm just thinking out loud.
Yeah.
There's nothing else wrong with this.
There's nothing wrong with thinking out loud. You know, everyone should just say what's on their mind, and the world would be a lot better place.
I
think we're missing something along the lines here, but alright.
No, we're not.
Something got lost in translation here.
Did
So
we rate
Ox-
the banner? Like, are we
Yeah,
done
we
with the banner?
did.
Okay.
You missed a lot of
Wait.
stuff.
We rated the banners. Oh yeah, we did.
Yep. See, look, even Legion.
Oh, I know we
didn't
rated the art, but I don't know if we rated the banner.
We did. There was a banner rating thing before stream guest though as well.
Oh well.
Oh,
Oh.
That's why I didn't see it.
well, I'd say the banner is
The
a 10
immortal
out of 10.
snail that tries to
Oh.
insta-kill you to
I would
prevent
say
you
it's
from
a
winning a
good
billion
9.5.
Or maybe
dollars is said to be
9.5,
supremely
depending,
intelligent.
but
So you
but
might
it
be
just
able to
really
ask
isn't
it if it
really
speaks
weak.
to
Like,
itself.
I would say
okay, you know what?
Dogger's closest
9.5,
to
and it's
it.
mostly because I think Dogger's kind of mid, and you could probably push it to 9, honestly.
I really
because
like
I
Catra's.
really don't like her.
Sorry.
Yeah, we talked
like
about
Katria.
Katra. She's really good.
Catria's art is really good, except for I don't like her neutral. It's something about the eyes.
It's the eyes.
But
That was what
all the
Legion
other art
mentioned
looks
before
really
you
good.
came. But no.
I have something to say, Oct. You're a whore. You used the wrong "your." So
Octopus
you
is a
got him.
whore. Yes.
check yourself before you wreck yourself, bro.
Wow.
What?
You
Did you
failed the
actually say
cringe
that?
competition.
Get
Or should
hella
I say you
owned.
won the cringe competition because
Oh, I
Yeah,
love
top
it. One thing. Can we bring out back the word hella? I love that word. It's a great word.
oh that's right, Goa. You mentioned Sugma Sucker. Yeah, we need to make Ox nickname Sugma
That is
Sucker.
not happening.
Yeah.
Anyways,
We
You
did
lost.
settle on a day to do that.
who's played Baldur's Gate 3?
Who's played Super Smash Bros. Ultimate against
No.
Sanguine?
I
I haven't played it, Sugma Sucker. Please do tell me about it.
You haven't
Sugma
played it?
Sucker.
That is not how. Oh, you should play. Can you play it? Can you get it and we can play it on stream? It could be like a multiplayer thing.
It's
Yeah.
multiplayer?
Yeah,
What?
it's multiplayer.
Is
Well,
it
can
really?
be. Yeah.
How can it be? I didn't know that.
You just play with your friends.
How do you play with your friends?
I don't online stuff. What do you mean? You're in a party, so like you.
F1
Just,
friends.
I'm right here. Okay, well I have friends. I don't know about y'all.
Who considers you a friend?
We could play it for like a stream. I think that would gain traction because it's really big right now.
Dude, I wish they sponsored me. What the fuck?
Well, you don't have to be sponsored to play it.
I have to buy it then.
Okay, use your money. Don't you have a job?
Yes.
Exactly.
I need to save up for a car and shit.
Okay, well maybe you should take the bus.
Wow.
Or like the monorail. Isn't that what you Canadians have?
A monorail? What?
I don't know. But yeah, it's only $60. You know that's not a lot. You got that money.
I don't know how much you're gonna play. Those
Wow.
games play so long. They go so long.
Well, yeah, that's why you get your value out of it.
What? I highly doubt these guys would watch me play that game.
Wow.
Would
watch.
you like your week of Sugma Sucker to begin now?
No. But like, look, you can romance like a bear. Isn't that what you want?
Why would I want to romance a bear,
I
Sugma
don't-
Sucker?
well, I mean,
Please tell me about it.
Technically, it's not like a bear, but like he's a guy that can turn into a bear, and then like.
Well, hold on. Did anything I have ever said make you think I'm a furry? Because I don't know
Yes.
where you're going with this.
Yes.
Why would I?
First of all, you're gone, you little obsession.
I didn't even notice she has horns, dude.
And-
You can go back to my. You can go
Wait,
back.
No, you have this whole thing with like the goat people in this game. What do you mean?
No, with Ganyu, it's a horrible example because I didn't even know she was a
Okay,
goat.
okay.
I thought
Well,
it was
with-
a ribbon when I first
With
saw it.
Freya,
Okay, Freya's hot.
the pink hair Nerthus,
Narcissus is hot.
and then the other blue hair girl. That's Freya.
Okay, even if this is your argument, notice that they're all girls. So I think you got something backwards with this. That's
Okay, well,
if you think if that was even valid to begin with.
that doesn't have to stop you. It's a bear. I think it's.
Are you
why
coming
did
out
ping
that
me?
you're attracted to bears? Like what?
Why
where,
did you
where are
change
going
my
with this?
nickname to this?
Because it's part of it was long overdue.
Yeah, you're
Oh.
Sugma Sucker for the next week, dude. You have to accept it.
I'm gonna add my pronouns.
You can't. You're Sugma Sucker. That is a pronoun.
I don't know.
Your
I
pronouns are
clicked edit.
Sugma Sucker.
That's disgusting.
That's the point. What do you think the point of this is?
Also, Velma, I do not want to hear anything from you. You're into Keaton, and you talk about his wolf form all the time. And it's not even like a wolf. It's I don't even know what it is. It's something.
Okay, Sugma Sucker.
But there's like this demon lady you'd probably find hot. Yeah, doesn't that entice you?
I don't know. That's not enough for me to go off of anything.
She has horns. Isn't that
wow,
humans have horns?
Wow, this is you are terrible at selling things, aren't you?
I mean, the game's honestly really fun. I've been playing it like nonstop the past few days.
Yeah, I know that.
I mean, you know that.
I know it's fun. I have so many people, so many friends playing it right now.
And then you're not joining them?
No, that kind of game takes forever to finish.
Well, you don't have to finish it right away.
Chat, how many people have you been watching play Baldur's Gate, and how long do you think it'll take to finish?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't even finished.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Also, I started over.
Well, you're also slow.
I take my time in the game. So what about it? And so I skip a lot of NPCs because I don't really care about them. But
okay, so how's that taking the time?
Because I like to check the surroundings.
So instead of talking to people, you just check the surroundings.
Yeah, I like looking at trees. You know, I'm really, really.
You're a really sophisticated person that way.
I think you have issues. Sugma Sucker, I think you have issues.
Stop calling me that. I have like an actual name.
Yeah, it's Sugma Sucker.
Anymore.
Oh my god! Guess who's not showing up a stream? Guess for the next week.
What's the difference?
How dare you? You know the streams are a lot more entertaining. What else would you be talking about? Nothing.
Talking about just anything else. Anyway.
Sugma Sucker.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
Sugma
think
Sucker.
that'll be an interesting stream night.
I agree, Sugma Sucker.
I agree, Sugma Sucker. I think you're right about that.
Oh, so you're gonna buy the game?
No.
Oh, broke answer. So.
Oh, come on, Sugma Sucker. You don't need to talk that way.
No, I do. Isn't he in like? Aren't you in like financing? You should know how to manage money.
Yeah, that's why I'm not buying the game, you dumbass.
You should have managed your money before to buy a car.
What
Jeez.
the?
Oh, wait, where did the car come in?
He mentioned a car.
Yeah, I know.
Did you not have a car before this? What do you?
My parents had 3 cars, and they sold the last one, so I was like,
You were using your parents' car.
Cars.
there's 3 cars!
And you were using one of them as your only vehicle.
Who cares? It was COVID time.
Mm-hmm. How old are you?
What the fuck?
Little sanguine is still relying on his parents at the ripe age of 32. How sweet.
32. You're 3 years off. How dare you?
Oh god, you're 30?
He's not.
Man,
I said 3 years off, not 2 years. You can't even do math.
Man,
I heard
32 minus 3.
Oct, you're such a fucking dumbass.
Oh well, you're almost 30. That still counts.
Dude, I don't care about any of that. It just didn't make sense to buy a car at that time, especially.
COVID was not good for, especially cars were very expensive around that time too.
People also forget oil was insanely expensive.
Oh, that too, yeah.
Well, that's long gone. It's been like a year since oil prices have been really bad.
What? Oil prices remained bad afterwards. What are you talking about?
Well, they're gonna stay like that. I got news for you.
Oct, the master of oil prices.
No, I am. I'm a very adult.
If you have to tell us you're very adult, I don't really think you're a very adult.
Did you just call yourself a very adult?
Yeah, what about it? What about it?
You're very
what
adult.
adult?
It's very adult to say you're very adult. You got it.
No, it isn't. It is, because you gotta like clarify. It's like you clarifying your pronouns, you know? You gotta let people know.
How are they remotely similar?
So your pronoun is
My
very
pronoun
adult?
is adult.
Are you fucking retarded?
Hey! I'll cancel it. Get X on this right now.
Get X on it. I can't believe you said that with no hesitation.
Well, because if
my God.
if I said Twitter saying was gonna be like, actually it's X.
I don't think I would. I don't think I'm the kind of person to do that shit to people. But alright.
I don't know. You're like a whole like Elon simp, so. I don't know.
Oh no, we are not getting into the Elon talk today.
Okay, even if I were Elon simp, what the hell does that have to do with that?
Well, I don't know. Aren't you? Isn't Elon simps are like always praising his every move? They're like following.
What move did I praise? Go ahead.
You know the one where he was like built that huge glowing sign into that like hotel? That was pretty funny. Actually, that was
I did not praise that. I just thought it was funny.
Oh. Well, I did. I thought it was funny. Those people deserve it.
Yeah, exactly, you idiot. How's that praising? Because I find something funny? Oh my god.
Yeah.
I remember you thought the whole Twitter rebranding was sort of interesting. I remember you. I don't know exactly what word.
I said I respected him for doing that because most people talk about doing something. He literally talked about it one day and the next he actually did it. Who does that?
I mean, to be fair, it hasn't actually done much because since most people just refer to it as Twitter.
No, but
all the
the
news
site.
stations are saying
No, the
X,
site's
formerly
actual
known as
site
Mhm.
is X now. When you go on Twitter, it
Well, yeah,
redirects
I know,
to X.
like-
And
He
all the
really
news.
likes X. He names his kids X names too. Like his son, his daughter, but used to be son, was named Xavier. So I don't know
Okay,
why he likes X.
Xavier's a pretty good name.
Yeah,
It's a
exactly.
fine name, but I don't know why he likes X so much. I don't get it.
Because it's like the least used letter.
But that wouldn't explain why he sat on that name for 20 years and then was like, you know what, let's do it now. And I'll name my kids X too. Like it's, I don't know. I don't get it.
Okay. X looks and sounds cool.
It does not look cool.
I'm not sure about that.
I don't know.
Also, X has just forever been ruined because of certain websites that I will not be naming.
Oh, that you're on all the time? Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, you can actually find my videos on it.
Okay, wow.
Okay, I think that's enough for this stream. Goodbye, everybody. I hate Sugma Sucker. He's the worst. There
You
we
were about
go.
to say my name. I
Sucker
heard it. I heard
really
it.
is funny.
Yes, Octavian. I was gonna say your name.
You know, I'll take that. We could do that.
No, I won't.
Why
You
not?
don't deserve it.
What if? How would you like if
You
I start
slander.
calling
You
like,
slander the
names?
greatest Octavian of all time.
Octavius? There's
Yes.
been better.
No, he's
Name
what?
the better ones.
I'm sure
Name the better
there's-
one. He was literally the Roman emperor after Caesar. What the hell? Look at
There's
the
like-
movie better.
Oh, there's like that octopus from Splatoon in the first one. He was the final
Man,
boss.
shut the fuck up. You're a dumbass.
That's Octavian.
Yeah, and then there's Doc Ock. That was
Doc Ock?
yeah, like Doctor
think that's-
Octopus.
He's Octavian now too.
Yeah, I think he's.
I thought
up there.
Doc Doc was Octavian. That is his name, isn't it?
Is it?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
from Spider-Man.
Yeah. There's
Well,
Octavius.
Ock, you
That-
didn't even know. You were relying on him. You're like, yeah,
I'm not a huge Marvel. I mean, I'm in and out. I'm not like diehard like some people.
Okay, weirdo.
What are you weirdo?
Sugma Sucker being weird as always.
Ugh.
Is Legion dead, or is he just listening to our rambling?
I think he's been
Oh,
dead.
definitely.
I think
Yeah,
you
no, I
killed
heard
him.
him laugh.
And you did? I did?
He definitely did it.
Yeah, okay.
He was like, "Damn, these hoes annoying."
Man, I must be laughing when I think I'm not then. Like,
Or at least
Yeah.
I was pretty sure I heard you laugh. It was, I don't know, a minute and a half ago.
nope.
Maybe Dex is schizo, just like glitched.
Because I misheard your laugh as Legions now.
Chat, the fake category is so sad. By the way, if you stayed all this time and you haven't followed or subscribed already, please do. Obviously, mean the free variant. Only streamer here, guys.
Aw, so
There's no-
lonely.
What the
It
hell?
is also 2 in the morning.
That
Man.
is true.
There's like nobody here anymore.
Oh my
Wow,
god!
it's a certain #1 free to play.
I can't believe he still wants to keep that name.
He still streams. What the hell? I did not know this.
Somehow, yeah.
Most people don't even know that. Apparently, he streams like 4 times a month or something. I don't know. I have no idea.
Oh my god! Sino's voice actor plays this game. But it makes sense. He's in it.
He does?
I don't know. Isn't that him right there?
Wait, what?
Look, the VTuber guy. That's him. Oh my god, he's gone.
Is it really? That's from 2 years ago.
Oh, well, that's what. But yeah, that's him.
That really is him?
Yes.
That's Sino's voice actor? Oh my god, it is.
Yeah.
He played this 2 years ago, and then he decided to become a VTuber and a voice actor, and then he became somebody in
why
life.
Is that ass so fat? Jesus Christ. Sorry, that's the first thing that caught my attention. I'm really sorry.
That's just like you.
Why is he a woman? You know, I support his transition. Sorry, her transition.
Oh right, it's Yuri's video. I always forget.
That's so crazy to me. What the hell? Okay.
Yeah, that's
Remember,
also
chat.
like Yuri.
Quit firing heroes and become somebody. That's how it works.
Well, I mean, he moved up from gotchas. He went from Faye to Genshin. I think that's a pretty big leap.
Does he voice anyone in Genshin?
Sino.
Yeah, that's what we were talking
That's like
about.
his like main is known for.
I see, and that's why he saw you. Or maybe not. I don't know.
All right, let's raid someone.
Okay.
Not that rice
I guess
girl.
we'll see what seals.
I'll forever have beef with her. I don't care. If it's
Wait,
outside.
beef with who?
The rice girl.
Everyone's been playing this game.
You see, it's a good game. I really like it. Who's she talking to? Will. I don't like Will that much. He's okay.
Okay, I'm not raiding her anymore.
Wow, judgy.
Wait, why?
Sugma Sucker being judgy as usual.
All right, I'm gonna raid Ojo.
I'm just saying Asterion and Gale are better.
All right, chat. Thank you all for
Jasmine
support.
Rice Girl, okay.
It's been good. It's been fun. I'm gonna edit a video and go to bed. It is 1:54. I got work tomorrow.
James, since when did we end streams this early?
When I decided to have a more healthy lifestyle.
Oh, that's...
Thanks, Sugma Sucker, for
I
asking.
wonder how long that's gonna last.
Okay, shut up. We'll be back tomorrow for the data mine, which will be on time.
Oh boy, that'll be a big data mine.
Yep.
Yeah, that's gonna be a long one. I can't
No.
wait. Hell be good.
Yeah.
It will be a lot better, that's for sure.
Alright.
Her remix is interesting.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, it is.
Good night, Gmo. Good night, Velma. Good night, Andre. Good night, Ice Corey. Good night, you
Make sure to
know.
like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna be muted.
Listen to Ock for it. Alright, good night, Ian, and good night, Velma. Alright, okay, good night, everyone.
Good night.
Till tomorrow.
Till tomorrow.
Good night.
I need the cash.
Well, you don't
None of
get
it will go
paid.
to you.
He's holding me captive.
You got it. If he were holding you captive, I think